guys took a pretty big step last session. Mainly
That's right.
preparation, mainly
Kind of a
talking with
big
people.
stepper.
Everybody got a good night's rest, minus Ookiyo, who was mad as fuck and did not appreciate the rest of you guys like standing outside his door.
Right.
And
He's a
being,
grumpy
like,
wumpus.
fearful.
A grumpus, if you
Went
will.
to Pauline's, took a nap with her, just to like have some peace and quiet. She was
Separately though.
yeah, on different couches, different seating arrangements. But she was happy to have the company, and then you killed a few hours, so the rest of you guys went to have another breakfast with Marjorie and Ruby, and then decided to join Elliot as he went to go sell this year's harvest from the fields that he tends. And yeah, you also learned that Ruby and Marjorie have a familiar they have called Frisk, who is in the form of a cat and can disappear and reappear at Ruby and Marjorie's summoning. I can't talk. You invited some people to go with you, but most turned you down and said that they were either comfortable here at the keep or that they planned to return to my alley, but in a more comfortable fashion instead of the bed of a merchant's wagon.
I don't know what they're imagining for more. Like, there's no train, dog. There's nothing else, I think.
No, but maybe a vehicle that's designed to take people.
I guess that's
instead
fair.
of just like a
Sounds
cargo.
like choosing beggars right now.
All right. Just say you don't want to go home, pussy.
It's just Abbott. But everybody's been like well taken care of. They have new clothes. They're on an extended like work vacation after experiencing something extraordinarily traumatic and horrific.
It's a nice town.
You guys, after learning that Ruby had the powers to walk in dreams and cause change when it came to Iman, you asked her to keep an eye on Olive, the daughter of 9 lives who was branded recently with the Mark of Iman. But you learn that she's not the only child and that this is happening to multiple children in town. You also learned that there will be a special election, not during your absence necessarily, if you guys make good time, but in the next coming week or so, there will be an election to fill Cedric's space at Secretary of Technology. You guys ended last time riding the cart out of the city. It's a fairly sunny day. It's the end. It's kind of the last warm days before the fall takes over and it gets much colder. So you're enjoying the kind of hazy heat of the hay-laden wagon, getting as comfortable as you can while being coated in kind of the fine dust that comes with alfalfa, just inherently.
Probably got my ass sneezing and everything.
A farmer with hay fever? Crazy. But yeah, you guys are bumping along in the back of this covered wagon. Elliot is driving the 4 horses that he has at the front. And you guys are making decent time. It is slowed down just due to the amount of people you have. So you should make it to the outskirts of my alley. You probably won't make it into the city at a reasonable. So Elliot suggests that you stop halfway if that's all right with you all.
Sounds good to me.
You're the boss, Elliot.
Is there a cool halfway point, or are we just gonna stop in the middle of the
Yeah,
road?
somewhere right in the middle, I would say, is probably like the good halfway.
Actually, it's in the middle of nowhere. That's why it's the halfway.
He kind of chuckles and he says, "Funny you should ask. There's this oasis I haven't been to since I was, oh gosh, what, 20, in my 20s, early 20s."
Well, that must have been like 5 years ago, right, Elliot?
How old are you now?
He kind of, his nose scrunches up in a little bit of embarrassment, but also just like good-natured humor. And he says, "I don't think you boys need to know my age. I think we're all right not knowing."
We are all
I have grown
peers.
daughters. That is all.
I
that
could
make a
too. You
difference?
don't know.
You have grown
That's a good point.
daughters.
I
Well,
could.
they're growing.
Well, you don't know.
They also have reached like full maturity. I'll keep it
How old is
100.
full maturity?
What if I'm like 100? What if you don't even know?
I guess I wouldn't. But as far
Yeah.
as Haringen are concerned, we reach maturity right around 18, 20 years old.
Yeah, I'm 25. I don't got
Pretty young,
granddaughters.
dude.
I figured you guys have baby faces.
But I know you just thought that because I'm short.
No. You
You
think
can
I
be
would
honest.
speak about being short?
Well, that's actually fair.
She is a little. Yeah, he's a little short.
My daughter is like not even 4 feet tall. I think I've seen my fair share of
Yeah,
short.
she's like what, like 3 years old? It's like hard to tell when they're that little.
3 years old.
Marjorie's older than you.
Is she
I would
really?
never
How old is
guess.
she?
She's 30.
She's 30.
She had her 30th birthday
Wow.
this year.
Doesn't act a day over
30-year-old
20.
mouse.
She has a youthful energy about her, yes.
Wow.
Ruby's the young one. She's only 22.
Okay. Interesting.
Fascinating stuff.
I did not know Margie was that old.
I did not
Yeah.
either.
She's an established chef. She's got to be on the older spectrum.
She go to
of young
college?
adult. She went to culinary school.
Okay.
How
She's
long
a
did that
college
take?
girl. Nudge, nudge.
What?
If I remember correctly, her schooling lasted about 3-4 years.
Hmm.
For
But-
for cooking?
Like total? That's like
Well,
all the
it
schools
was-
she ever went to, or?
Yeah, the post the public education that she received.
Okay, I was gonna say, did she learn math, or all she know is like spatula?
No, she's actually quite bright. She's been enrolled in the better schools of Ovkar since she was quite young.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a rural school system out by where we lived, but Samantha was luckily able to drive her into town to
Samantha got a
take her
whip.
into one of the city.
Wow.
Well, he kind of gestures to what you're sitting in. He says, if this is what you consider the whip, then yes,
Yes,
That's a
sir.
whip.
this is
More
the
than what
whip.
we got.
I'll tell you something, brother. I have seen you whipping it today.
He like kind of smacks the reins and the horses like pick up the pace a little bit. He's like,
Yes.
sometimes, and he kind of like gets a little serious and he like leans over and whispers and he's like, sometimes if I'm by myself on one of these trips, I let them gallop and we go like 30 miles an hour.
You
Hell yeah,
dirty
brother.
dog.
He
That's a
kind of
man's
slaps
man.
his knee and he's like, it's the least exciting thing I treat myself with.
Oh, that sounds riveting. I would love to do that.
My blood's pumping thinking about it.
Blood is pumping.
He kind of gestures to the reins and says, "Deo, would you like to take
I'll
a
give her a
drive?"
crack.
Really, Dad?
He laughs and really, yes, yeah. And he kind of
Oh,
motions for you to
boy.
come sit up on the little stool with.
I've always wanted to ride the whip.
He hands the reins over to you. I need you to make an animal handling check.
Oh shoot.
You got this.
Wait, are we on the road right now, or are we just stationary?
Yeah, you're on the road.
On the road.
Jack.
On the long country road. Ah, there we go. Dice rolls. That is a +3. Okay.
Meow.
17.
Nice. You take the reins from him, and with a decent understanding of the movements that the horses are best tuned to, give a pretty hearty smack of the reins, and both the lead horses begin to canter. They begin to take off at a
Okay.
speedier pace. Not quite a gallop, but definitely the people in the back, you are being jostled. You are like now bouncing along with the bumps in the road. And you're kind of holding onto the sides of the caravan and the cloth canvas covering the top portion of it, trying to steady yourself.
Come on, brother. Put your back into the next one.
Put your back into
If
the
you wanted to go
next one.
faster, you can make one more.
Yeah, why not?
Whip
Sorry.
those reins.
One in a row.
He's
You know
gonna
what I
get
mean?
with that. He's gonna get a
Gonna
nat
whip
20.
that with Nene.
Yes.
Now watch me whip.
Watch me.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't copy and paste the whole thing.
Why do you have the same animal handling modifier as me, by the way? That's crazy. Ooh.
That's tough. My
At this
wisdom.
point, you can see the sweat kind of building up on the horse's flanks, and you've been cantering now for a good 5-6 minutes. It's a pretty intense pace, and you smack the reins once more, kind of feeling confident. And the lead horse turns its ears back flat against its skull and like tosses its head, and you can see the white of its eye as it rolls its eye back towards you, and it slows to a regular.
It told you no.
And Elliot says, no bother. That was a good pace you had going there.
You think so, Dad?
You can
Why
see
do
him
you
kind of like visibly wince, but also like, like he doesn't really know. No, it's not out of like, it's just like a slight uncomfortable, but like, kids will be kids kind of
I have
wince.
father issues.
I know. It's just really funny.
Yeah,
Elliot
makes
kind
me
of pats
fun
you on the
of
shoulder
man's
and
trauma.
takes the reins back. He says, now you go get comfortable in the back, son.
Okay, Dad. Thank you.
He
Thanks for letting me ride for a little bit,
He laughs and
even
he
if
says,
I'm
you're
not
welcome.
very good at it.
You are fine. It was your 1st
I'm gonna try real hard,
I know you
Dad.
will.
I'm gonna be the best at this.
Every time, Dad, you can see like the nose twitch, like the little bunny nose, like what the fuck? But he doesn't say anything about it. He just kind of like smiles and lets you get back comfortable in the back.
I love that it's like your big ass 7-foot self doing this too.
To a little
It
bunny.
sounded like you were in a washing machine for a minute.
Ooh, triple
Yeah.
washing machine, huh? Let's
What
go.
happened to your acoustics in there?
Yeah, I know.
Is it different? I haven't changed anything.
Sounds
It sounds better
better now.
Huh? Well, tell me if it goes crazy again, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are all now kind of itchy a little bit from the hay. Kind of just sitting in the back, just waiting for the next portion of the travel to be over. Are you guys keeping an eye out for anything? Is there anything that you're specifically looking for? Are you trying not to doze off? Are you trying to doze off? What's the vibe for this portion of the road trip? It's about let's see, 30 miles a day split up by, I'd say you travel for about 4 hours ish, which is about 10
A long
miles.
time.
So is there anything in specific that you guys would like to do? Keep
I
watch?
will be playing little like caravan tunes,
Wait,
like
how
little
slow are we
cool
going?
30 miles a day.
a day.
Damn, you said 10 miles in 4 hours?
Oh.
Sheesh.
That's half that, isn't it? Should be half that.
I thought we were going slow. Now you put that.
No,
put it
it's
that way.
a day of travel. So yeah, 12 hours. So about 10 miles for 4 hours. It's a big caravan. I mean, it's a big.
I guess so. And we do
wagon.
only have 4 horsepower, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have 4
That's a good point.
horsepower.
This is very clearly just Elliot's way of not having to walk and pull the hay by himself. It's just a matter of getting the hay there. It's not a very speedy operation. And my
that's
LA's
fair,
though.
about.
To be clear, though, that does mean we are going like less than 3 miles an hour, which is crazy slow. We could walk
Yeah.
faster than that.
That is yes.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, I
can
thought I
go,
did the right
you can
research.
go,
Maybe
what,
it was
4
80 miles
miles?
a day. Hang on, let me double
You
check.
can go. You could probably go 4 miles every hour and multiply that by what? 12
true.
hours. So it's not that much difference. 15 miles.
Yeah, a horse and cart generally travels 2 to 3 miles an hour.
Crazy world we're living in. I mean, I don't know. I've never ridden a horse and cart. Maybe they really move like that, but that's crazy.
How long did the Oregon Trail take? Because weren't they going slow too? Because people were walking on it.
Perhaps 100 years if they were going that slow.
A single horse rider may cover 70 miles in a day, but horse-drawn buggies could cover 20 to 40. What about carts? What about carts?
That's probably even slower then.
Yeah. Okay. I'll stick with the 3 hours.
Well, I didn't realize they went that slow. I'll be honest. That's crazy slow.
Yeah. Damn.
Lazy
that
ass
is so
horses.
slow.
Okay, I'm finding 8 or 9 miles an hour.
Yeah. We can
Mhm.
say I'll give you guys a 5 miles an hour.
It's your business. I mean, it's your world. Think about maybe this world has fragile
I know.
horses.
Maybe those horses
No,
just
no.
hate moving.
They're just pulling a lot of stuff and they're pulling you guys, so I was slowing them down slightly, but I'll give them 5. That seems more fair.
If
So
we
you
get
guys
out,
will
can it
travel
be 10?
about 20 miles, which actually makes more sense for the distance. Because
Cool.
it's about, oh god, what is it? It takes 1.5 days. I already did all this math, and now I gotta redo it because I can't find it in my notes. 0.5 days to travel, which each day at that rate, I was calculating 30 miles a day. So it's 60 miles? Yeah, so that would put you guys at almost more than halfway to my alley by nightfall, which is where I planned for you guys to be. So
Okay. That sounds about right then.
yeah, sorry. I was double checking my math because I don't want to be like super punishing when it comes to long distance travel.
Yeah, 10 to 30
Please don't
miles
punish
a day.
us.
Yeah.
No, what would I do?
But yeah,
What?
you guys are going 5 miles an hour. What?
She did got into.
I was just Miles came in and then I got distracted and I just made whatever noise came to my mind. I was not.
Little vocal stem.
Yeah, honest to God, I did not even think about it. So when you guys brought it up, I was like, "What the fuck are they talking about?" And then I kind of heard myself back again. Anyways, ignore me.
Okay.
Noted,
You're going
DM.
5 miles an hour.
Alright, good night, guys.
Ignore my noises, I guess.
No, I want to keep playing. I'm just gonna ignore
Hayley,
her.
words or noises? Hate to break this one to you.
Alright, who will be the DM now?
I'm
You
the
do.
DM now.
You
No,
tell him,
I'm the
Serge.
DM.
No, I'm the
No,
DM. No, I'm the
No,
DM.
Excellent.
I'm the DM.
Yep.
So,
Make
you
your
guys
time,
come here
Hayley.
often? I talk to you
only-
guys.
It's always Sergio's the new DM. I was waiting.
Take your time,
Who said
Serge.
that?
I
got
did. I
this.
said, so you guys come here often?
I come here
What?
every Sunday. Not really, actually,
Ah.
because we don't. Some days.
Oh my
Most
gosh,
Sundays.
Some days.
who's our buggy driver again? I forgot his name.
Elliot.
Elliot?
Me.
Elliot. Hey, Elliot. How long do you think this trip takes? Since have you been on it before?
Have you been on it before?
Yeah, I make it every season just to make sure I sell all of the leftover alfalfa that I've grown. It usually takes about a day and a couple of hours change, but this time it'll likely take us more like a day and a half.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Any dangers on this road?
I mean the typical bandits, but nobody's given me much trouble. I was robbed once when I was young, but that was quite a while ago, and I
They
didn't
rob
carry.
you?
They
Yeah,
rob you?
I wasn't confident in my carrying abilities, but now I'm fine. So
Were they
Are you
elves?
strapped?
They were elves.
they
Elves.
were not elves, no.
Okay.
But
Are
yes,
you
I am
strapped?
Yes.
Are you strapped?
Yes, sir.
Can I see?
He
Show me the piece.
kind of stands up on the little supports for his feet and opens up the seat of the cart, which doubles as like a little storage area.
Pulls out
And he
an
pulls
MP40.
off
That's awesome.
a sawed-off shotgun.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Hey.
That was
Elliot,
close.
my man.
dang. Oh my
Does it
god, I
work?
did not think you were that kind of man.
It scares people on sight. Oftentimes, I don't even have to use it.
Have you ever used it?
He like leans in really close. Yes, but just once, and I felt
What happened?
awful afterwards. Well, I took the poor lad to the hospital and patched him up.
Oh, you're a good guy.
You are a great guy, Elliot.
Well,
Was he
I
a
mean,
bandit or did you just bust it on some guy?
he was with the bandits, but he was so young, he wasn't a useful. He just got hurt in the
Right.
chaos of it.
He was so bad you felt bad for him.
God had to put him out of his misery.
That was a loud one.
Oh,
What?
right. With my phone, the mic will be more sensitive. So now when my cat meows, you'll
Oh.
actually hear it.
Yeah, that was
She's not
great.
even that close to
I know, but that was loud.
me.
Meow.
That's a good note to make then. I shouldn't bring her up on my lap because she will
No, you should.
No, you should.
you will hear a
Does she-
lot of meowing.
Yay.
Does she yap?
She's a talker, and if she was that loud from the ground on my lap, we'd start.
That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, put her on.
Yes.
Put her on the
She
mic.
can just join us for the session.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't-
because we have Frisk. We have
Oh?
Frisk the familiar.
Yeah, you can play
Oh,
the
that's right.
cat.
Yeah.
You have a literal cat with you. So anytime Frisk meows, that
Yo,
is
Gato,
IRL.
what's going on, boy?
You got them.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow. It's so frequent.
She has a lot to
Wow.
say.
He has so much to say. Oh
She's
my
very
god.
interested when
So-
people are talking in chairs. She knows it's something, so she tries to join.
I'm not gonna lie. This makes it D&D so much better.
It's awesome immersion. Anyways, Frisk is going bananas, I guess.
Chris got a lot to say.
Yeah, he's found a mouse amongst the hay and is now chasing it through the floorboards of the back portion of the caravan. You guys have to kind of like pick up your feet to avoid stomping on him. He's fast, but he's a big boy.
Aw,
Gato the fast gato.
Just like you.
the fast gato.
But yeah, unless there's anything specific you guys would like to do with the first 4 hours of the journey.
Can I look at your shotgun? That looks cool.
He says, as much as I like you guys, I don't like to have this out much longer than it needs to be, so I'm gonna tuck it away for now. Maybe once we stop."
Okay.
And he kind of like puts it back underneath the seat, wrapped in a canvas cloth that he has at the bottom. He kind of picks up the pace a little bit to get you guys there as the sun starts to lower in the sky. You've got a few hours of travel and past noon and are now getting to the hottest part of the day. And out here in the middle of the desert, it is warm. You can feel the heat kind of bouncing off of the surface of the cart, the covered part of the cart, but it is still like swelteringly warm. You guys can feel the sweat on your skin starting to soak your shirts through. And kind of as you guys are rounding the bend, can you guys make perception checks for me as you guys are kind of peering out of the
Perception.
Oh, we're
covered
gonna fight
wagon?
bandits.
I would love to.
The bandits are coming.
The bandits are coming.
Oh.
The bandits are coming.
The redcoats are coming.
Paul Revere moment.
Are we Paul Revere?
We are.
Let's go.
One if by land.
Oh, we went to
One
that
if by
restaurant in New
sea.
York.
Watch
One if
out,
by
baby,
land, two
there's-
if by sea.
Oh, cool. They fucking love Paul, I guess.
Well, it
That's
was
the
in
25.
the old the carriage house for the post office that Paul Revere did something
Ooh,
in. And Aaron Burr
Cool.
and Hamilton were involved.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was sick.
I wonder what it could have been.
Wow, damn. Holy fuck. Sanbrynn spotted that shit. So did Hunwut. Oh my god.
Yen's
Honestly,
also kind of
suddenly
fogged
stopped
out.
playing
Yeah.
my loot.
damn. Yeah, so definitely Guntentog, Hunwut, and Sanbrynn then. You guys are watching, and from a distance, you start to see the hazy, kind of melting image of what you assume to be a mirage first. But Sanbrynn, you pick up on the fact that this is not moving, and it is getting larger as you approach.
Oh.
There is a small oasis tucked off the side of the beaten path that Elliot seems to be moving towards. He says, this is where we'll spend the night. Just a little oasis. I honestly don't remember the name of it, but we'll have to ask the locals. The locals are very nice. They're
There's
very-
locals?
There are, yeah. Dragon folk, I believe.
Oh.
Maybe some lizard folk, but mostly.
I was hoping for the damn Snursons again.
Sneeple.
Sneeple. He says there might be some that are the more snake-like. Just lots of reptilian folk.
Ah,
I know that
Are they
the
friendly?
person who was
Ooh.
running. Yeah. Oh, totally hospitable. They'll probably try to get you to buy something though. So just keep your wallets on you.
Okay, so
Weird.
they're gonna like scam the tourists
They're
as is their right, as is God's plan.
Yeah, it's
Is it
it's a
the-
very tourist trappy spot.
Is
So
it the same
sneakies be
people we
sneaking.
met like at the start of the campaign?
I don't think so.
Is it what?
The people we met
snake.
after the train, like the Snursons, we got bandanas from the Sneeple. I don't think it's
Well,
the
it's on
same
the other
people.
side of it's on the other side of the mountains. So you guys
Okay.
came up the coast on the train. You're now cutting through the heartland of the desert to get back.
Heartland.
Heartland.
Farland.
I don't know how to respond to shit. Frisk has managed to capture the mouse, but is now just kind of toying with it.
Good job, Frisk.
Oh, Frisk. You gotta eat it.
He looks up at you and gives a kind of plaintive meow. Or purrs.
Frisk.
That works too. Or purrs, or purrs, or purrs. But anyways, you guys are within an hour of arriving at the oasis. Is there anything that you guys would like to do aboard the cart before we get there?
No.
Jerk it.
Amidst the hay.
I mean, yeah, well, you know. Beggars can't be choosers.
Everybody's watching.
What the? Close your eyes, freaks. Perverts.
Elliot kind of turns around and he says, "What's going on back there?"
Oh, God.
don't look.
Elliot
Don't
in
look.
the
private.
front
He's
look.
cranking it.
Ugh,
I
you
went
better
to
not
my
ruin
own
any of my
corner.
hay.
Improve.
Absolutely
Flavor.
not, young man. Absolutely not. This is being
Dad,
fed
can you
to
make him
animals.
stop?
I would love to. You get your hiney up here and you sit next to me for the rest of the ride.
Yes, sir.
That's
Whoa.
pretty good.
I'm getting a
Maybe
private
don't
session.
torque it.
If you don't stop, Deo, we're turning this caravan around. We're going.
What? No.
Yeah.
Dad, he whipped his thingy out and started yanking it.
That's really gross. That's why he's sitting next to me for the rest of the ride to the
That is
oasis.
so much worse than me bullying him for it.
2 wrongs
You're
don't make a right
causing
now.
me a headache, and that's bad enough.
Dang. How bad did you guys yank it?
One is a
Holy.
simple mistake out of need, and one is indicative of your inner character, you
Simple
bully.
mistake out of
Out of
need.
need. He
How
says,
badly
"You
was it needed?
need to eat some cornflakes, my good boy."
Yeah. Eat some
Yeah, sorry.
cornflakes.
Might need to call Kellogg to come see me.
Curb those urges.
Oh man.
What?
I get.
Oh, was somebody saying
What?
something? I thought
Nah, we just kind of all shut up at once.
that was crazy. Never happens. But you guys finally make it to the oasis, and as promised, pretty welcoming. This is way too intensive music for this fucking.
Oh, I forgot about the music.
Yeah, it was like fucking.
Who's
like,
all listening?
whoever
I
wants to. It's just in the music playlist. But as promised, you get a warm welcome from the dragon folk sitting at the entrance to the oasis. It's not much of a wall, but there is kind of like a gate that is pushed open upon your arrival.
What's up?
You're hanging out of the back of the cart like no, you're in baby
Sitting at
jail.
the front.
Yeah,
Sitting
yeah,
next to
You
Elliot.
got your tongue out and everything. What's up?
What's up?
The Dragonborn kind of glance at each other and then up at you and kind of stick their forked tongues out a little bit, but nothing
Yes,
more.
sir. Yes,
I do the
sir.
same thing.
You want to know why he's sitting up front?
Show him, Hunwut. Show him.
No. They wave
Do the
you
little
in
thing you do.
out.
You do your special move.
Elliot kind of like panics and starts to like move the horses along faster through the gate.
Does Elliot know he took me to like a more private spot? Like, I'm not saying I did anything, but I'm just saying I'm not sure he was thinking that through.
He thought the shame of sitting next to a father figure would do it.
Zaddy.
Ew.
Daddy, oh god.
Elliot pulls into a flat area of the oasis, and you guys can see it's really gorgeous in comparison to the kind of barren desert you've been experiencing for the couple of hours. Large leafed, lush greenery, kind of towering palm trees strung together with hammocks, and small tree houses that are fucking. What is the word for lived in?
Lived in with a
Occupied.
hyphen.
There's
Loaved
God.
in.
A resident?
Occupied.
Occupied, yeah, occupied by lizard folk is what I was trying to
Okay.
say. Which are much smaller than Dragonborn. And they kind of, you can see them kind of skitter back and forth along rope ladders and other smaller methods of transportation. But there's also a really large glittering pool in the middle that you see several bathers in completely nude. They are Dragonborn, so it's not
Woo!
God
like,
above.
it's not particularly revealing from what you can see. Most of them are in past their shoulders or into their like waist. So you don't see anything too crazy, but it is clear that many of them are not wearing clothing. So they're just kind of
Oh.
bathing in public. But the rest of
Hey.
the area is small huts. Some look like kind of vacation getaways. Others look more like permanent residents. A few shops, and then lots of street vendors. Just tons and tons of people selling shells of what look like small crustaceans, but in the middle of the desert. Lots of shiny, polished pieces of rock that have been worn down from sandy erosion. There are bathing suits or like waterwear that you
That seems like a
not...
poor business considering.
Well, you know, not everybody's
Maybe
comfortable with it.
naked.
It seems to be
That's the best
mostly
part.
locals in this area. You don't see many people that are visiting. You are one of the few carts parked off to the side in a stable area where these kind of hesitant horses that are a little bit spooked by the more, I guess, animalistic appearance of the Dragonborn. They kind of have a large toothy grin that's similar to a crocodile or some other beast that would eat them. So they get a little bit nervous. But what happened?
I
Oh.
don't know. Say
Well,
hi,
that
say hi
was
to your
your
mom for
mom.
me, Hunwut.
But they take your horses back, and eventually you guys are left to kind of explore. Elliot says, we got about 3 hours till sundown. I'll get us a hut for the night. It shouldn't be too expensive.
How many could make a lot of room for us? Yeah.
I'll try.
Awesome.
I'm not particularly liquid, but I'll do my best.
You don't think people are gonna steal the hay when we're away
We
from it?
gave the cart to the stable hand, and I paid him a good sum to
Oh, okay.
take
good.
care of it. But if you are concerned about it, I wouldn't mind having a watch on it as well.
Anything for you, Dad.
Actually,
He says, "Well,
you know
enjoy
what?
yourself first. Get some good rest, and then you can
Oh,
consider."
I will.
He says, just maybe meet me back for dinner in 2 hours.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Hey,
and
give
he
me a
like
separate room and I'll pay you the difference.
he nods and he says, "I'll see what they have available." And then heads off into one of the larger huts that looks like it is designated for like renting out rooms.
Sweet.
But you guys are left to your own devices as the sun kind of starts to set.
All right, so who wants to get naked and go in the pool?
What?
No takers?
Hmm?
Were they in a pool or was it like where were they?
Yeah, it's the big oasis in the middle.
All
Is
right,
it
never
like hot
mind.
springs or something?
The what?
Is it like a hot springs or something?
Yeah, it's basically like a hot springs. It's just like a nice, refreshing, cool pool.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pass because water.
Yeah.
Gato. Yeah, I get it.
I'm gonna stay at the cart.
Okay.
I told
You
my
head
dad
your
I
way.
would.
You make your way into the stable, and the stable hand is putting up your horses to tack on the little walls and hooks there. The cart is pretty close by. It seems well taken care of, but if you'd like to stay with it, you can.
Yeah, I'll chop it up with the guys there.
All right. The Dragonborns kind of finish up tacking your horses and go back to fanning themselves in the entry of the stable.
How's business doing?
One of the Dragonborn kind of shrugs and, can't complain. I don't mind not having to work as much during the day.
So you guys live here?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
up
yeah.
with
I grew
that?
up here. It's
Grew up
nice.
here.
It's yeah. I mean, it's about the only place to grow up out here. There's not much to do, besides exist here. So yeah, it's good money. Could make it to Ovkar or my alley, but honestly, I like the weather. I like being able to take a nice bath whenever I want.
Mhm. Real country folk, huh?
Yeah.
I
I
get it.
mean,
I get it.
he kind of tilts his head and yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to call us country folk, I always just kind of thought of us as desert folk.
Desert folk. I like that.
Sure.
I like how you guys operate around here.
Well, I'm glad that's great.
So is this car here gonna be safe with you guys?
Well, yeah, um, he kind of like
For reals?
searches for the words. He says, yeah, the man that was driving it, paid us pretty damn good to keep care of it, so you can rest assured it's gonna be safe in our hands. I don't know that
Okay.
anybody here would necessarily be stealing hay either. We don't particularly enjoy partaking of it, and we don't really have the means to water and feed animals that take up too much. So we don't plan on housing your horses for more than you need to keep them here, and we don't have our own horses that, to feed, so I think it would go to waste here for sure.
Okay. I appreciate that, family.
Of course.
I think I'm gonna go take a dip in your big pool over there.
Oh, you gotta. It's the best.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the same temperature as your body heat, so you feel like you're just kind of floating.
Oh, see, now that's beautiful. That's what I came out here for.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful things like that. Just love nature.
Uh,
Always been a nature boy my whole life.
he kind
Yeah.
of nods and
Mhm.
he says, "All right, well, enjoy yourself."
Oh, I will.
He gives you a quick, firm handshake and then goes back to tending the horses.
Ah, love a firm handshake.
But yeah, you can head back out after checking on the cart. Elliot has disappeared into one of the huts to make arrangements for your guys' lodging. What are the rest of you guys doing?
You know what I'm doing? I'm getting in that pool.
Yep.
Nice.
I'll
Are you
swim with
buying?
Gooch.
Are you purchasing bathing suits?
Why would I do that? Everyone else is naked.
I was about to say,
Everyone
do
else
you
is
think
off
they'll
the
be weirded
level.
out if we're naked?
No, I don't think so.
Let's do it then.
All right. You guys kind of start to shed layers of clothing, which are pretty sticky and kind of wet with sweat at this point. I guess are you guys are Deo and Guntentog like pretty confident in their appearance? Are they pretty like chill with their body? Like, what's the vibe here?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't see
I'm
why
back.
Few
you wouldn't.
insecurities.
Yeah.
Few insecurities, but
Yeah.
I'm not trying to find a wife anywhere.
No, I'm
I might
curious
be.
as to the vibe. Is there like a competitive nature to it? Is it just you two like being awkward?
Guys can measure hog or
No.
meat
Yeah,
for
we can
meat.
measure hogs a little bit.
I know exactly what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it only matters once it's grown, so when it's soft it don't matter.
That's damn true, brother. So you better start growing it before the competition.
For the competition.
Gotta do a little pre-gaming.
Is anyone else getting in the water?
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Nope.
Nope. Sanbrynn is sitting on the shore.
Samron's
making
got a big ass
sunglasses.
tattoo to not show.
Oh, true.
Also cat.
Oh, that too.
Also,
Also
cat.
cat.
What about Ookiyo and Jens?
Wait, do I have a tattoo?
Bird bath.
Not a big one.
Bird
Bird
bath.
bath.
Bird bath.
Bird
Yeah.
bath.
Yeah.
So you guys, are you all stripping down? Is anyone buying a bathing?
You guys saw how I was
Nope.
moving in the car. You
I
think
don't
I'm gonna
wanna
strip
go
down? I'm gonna wear a bathing suit
naked.
Please
now?
don't do it in the pool.
No, I'm not saying I will. I'm just saying I'm not the most afraid of being seen. It's the
Hunwut is not afraid.
Yeah.
I know what I got.
think I'll
Take it
just
away.
Yeah,
put
and
my
it's
clothes
less
on.
stuff to carry. You don't have to worry about carrying a bathing suit.
It's true. Well, I got a lot to carry, but
He does.
You guys each shed your clothing layer by layer, and Sanbrynn, you get the full frontal and full.
Sanbrynn just pulled up to the meat show.
Yeah, I
was
don't
gonna
know if
say-
Sanbrynn's sticking around to it or
I'm
like.
just hopping in. I'm not turning around like a ballerina right now.
No, I know, but it's just you gotta change. So there's bound to be something that Sanbrynn, your close friend and travel partner, is going to see from a distance,
Yes, sir.
even if it's just butt cheeks.
All
Do you
tight
like
and toned.
do you like the show, Gato?
I
What
am going
the
to be looking away.
Sanbrynn's eyes
Gato.
are really trained on counting the grains of sand. She is really,
Fascinating
really
stuff down
trying.
No, I'm just like playing on my loot, not looking at people.
Probably for the best.
Who has the best ass of the boys?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know, man.
there.
Who
How many
would? Would it be Jens?
Probably Jens.
Would he have the
Fair.
most cake in the
Oh,
bakery?
he has
Most-
to. He's a pig.
You've
Have-
seen pig
Have you
butt
seen
cheeks.
have you seen the size of hams, dude? They
True.
Might have to be eating hot.
That's
That's all
a
I'm
big
saying.
boy.
All right, so it's settled then. Jens has the best ass.
Gotta be.
The Pollen Jockeys.
Yes, sir.
Oh. I forgot about
But
that.
you guys make your way into the water, and true to what the Dragonborn Stablehand had said, it is just barely cooler than your body temperature, and it feels like perfect. It is just so refreshing, but not like cold. And you feel yourself go weightless almost instantly as you kind of start to sink down to your midsection or chest.
I'll be
But it
staying in the
feels
shallow end.
great.
standing,
Your doggy
the water
paddling.
only
Yeah.
the water only goes to your knees.
All
Surely
right.
I'm a strong swimmer, though. I have to be.
Yeah, if you guys want to be like a strong swimmer, go ahead and give me an athletics check. If you want to be
You
like
can't be.
graceful
Not
swimmer,
bad.
give me
I
acrobatics.
can't be like this small and not know how to swim. My ass will drown.
I have
I'm
a
doing
plus one to
And then
acrobatics.
also, if you guys
yeah.
plan to go underwater, let me know so I can give you a perception check to make.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
She has just told
Now
me
you
to go
have to.
underwater.
No, I
Yeah,
just
I'm going-
if you
And
plan
I'm
on
a,
I'm
doing
going
it.
I'm
underwater.
a middling swimmer.
Perception check
Like,
on underwater.
You're gonna roll high,
Yeah.
and she's gonna
Oh
say,
my god,
"Dick."
Ookiyo
You see a lot of
flies
dicks.
underwater.
Dude, your wings must get so fucked up, bro.
No, he uses them like flippers, like giant flippers.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, but once he comes out, he's gonna look like a rat.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
we've discussed what wet Ookiyo
Oh, hey.
looks like, haven't we?
Oh my god, Guntentog is
Yeah.
a freak.
Oh my
I'm
We
god.
got
Thieving.
Michael Phelps down here with us.
Oh, you know what? You're a rich boy.
You did
Of
that,
course you
Tony.
did swimming. Holy shit, you had a lap pool in
Oh.
your mansion.
You had tutors for
Yeah.
swimming, bro. You.
So,
I've been swimming since a
both
child.
Ookiyo and Guntentog actually take the fuck off. You see people
Actually,
that are like kind of
Serge
just
did fucking great, too.
leisurely. Oh yeah,
Oh, that's my
fucking
perception.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
I rolled a
Did you get-
5
Oh damn.
Oh.
for swim.
Well, honestly, I think it's
I
better
might
that
be
you don't have a
drowning.
high perception.
Yeah, your bum
because
ass is going underwater.
I think it's better not to have a good perception either. Anyway, you're gonna see too much.
What does that mean?
Wait, you're opening your eyes underwater.
Against
There's
with
a
other
lot of hog
players.
down there.
Yeah. I get to see
I
the
gotta
best
roll.
view.
I gotta roll perception too. This is huge.
Yeah. So Guntentog got 11. No. Guntentog got
Oh my god, I can see.
But yeah, Guntentog and Ookiyo, you guys take the fuck off. Everybody else is being like super leisurely and like paddling around and floating, and you guys are like well-oiled machines. Like you are just cutting your way through the water. Guntentog's form looks better, but Ookiyo's extra wingspan helps significantly. He kind of like tucks his wings in at the end and gets an edge. And Ookiyo, you beat Guntentog to the middle of the oasis. So you
Got
can
his
kind of
ass.
feel your feet drifting and you
Oh.
start to tread water. But it's just barely, and Guntentog kind of rises up out of the water, and you guys are both kind of treading to where there's about a foot or two of empty water beneath you. Hunwut, you're doing pretty decent, and you get about halfway out to the. You are also not touching the ground, so you are. And then.
I'm what? You got eaten.
Treading water.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And then let's see, everybody else, you guys dunk your heads under and try to get a good look. Guntentog being in the deeper water, you dunk your head underneath and oh.
Did Keith even roll
you
perception?
No, you didn't. I was thinking it was
Yeah, Serge and I
Nail
did. I don't know if
roll,
anyone
yeah.
else did.
Hunwut did as well. Both
Jens
of you guys
might
did
have.
great though. Jens did Jens do it? I
But he
haven't
didn't
heard
do well, I
Vartan
think.
talk much. Hopefully he's not muted.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good. Okay. Is that just 12?
Yes.
Got it.
That's a big 12.
Big 12. But strangely enough, Hunwut, because you're kind of in the middle of the shore to middle of the oasis distance, you're kind of halfway through. You have some of the clearest water right near where you
Oh.
are. It's not quite deep enough to be dark, but it's also not quite shallow enough to be cloudy with sand.
Let's
and you kind of
go.
dunk your head under the water. And at the deep portion, you can see it's mostly all sand. It's pretty smooth all the way down in kind of a conical shape all the way around the perimeter. Just kind of coming to a small point at the bottom. But at the bottom of that, you see something shiny catch your eye. And Dale, you get a very small glimpse of this as well.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Something shiny at the very bottom of the oasis in the middle.
A little treat down there.
Can't see what though, or how big?
You can see that it's not much bigger than a dinner plate.
It's the plug to drain
It's
the
a
oasis.
big dinner plate.
Yeah.
Wait, so can I breathe underwater?
You can
You're a pig.
not
Yeah, I was
breathe
about to
underwater.
say.
Wait, why not?
Oh, wait, do
I
you have the item?
amulet.
Oh,
I
you
have
Oh,
have
the
the
yes, you
amulet.
do.
Oh.
You do have the amulet.
Oh, then get down there, my brother. You can't drown. Just
Oh.
flounder away until you make it.
The videos of
Let's
the owl taking a
go.
bath. Oh, I'm picturing Ookiyo having a great time. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
what do you mean?
Yo,
The-
Ookiyo.
Emmy sent
Visual aid.
visual aid chat.
Yo,
Just
Ookiyo.
owl taking bath and
What?
bird swimming.
You know what'd be funny? If you swim over to Hunwut, grab the leg in the water and pull.
I'm not gonna do that.
That would be pretty funny.
He will have to go like,
Well,
make
just
eye
make sure you
contact
grab
with my.
make sure you grab the right leg though, okay?
Why don't you go do it?
What? I was just suggesting it'd be funny. If you don't want to, I will.
Okay.
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 Ookiyo's too old for this shit. He's like, I'm not playing stupid pranks on my compatriots.
He's still
Alright.
grumpy.
All right,
What
check
was
this out.
Who was saying?
I was saying something.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna do something or compare.
Oh, I wanted to I'll have this see the shiny thing. I wanted to tell one of the good swimmers or Mr. I Can Breathe Underwater that there's a shiny thing down there.
Got it. So you pop up, drenched, water kind of spilling out over your ears, down your face, and who do you target?
Where's Jens?
Jens is about where you are, but just like maybe a couple feet back. Still standing. but-
Yeah, I'll tell him. I know he's got the water thing, right? Or do I not?
Yeah, I think you guys all know who got the amulet
Got
of water breathing.
Yeah, buddy. There's a shiny thing down there at the bottom, and you can breathe underwater. Time's up. It's your mission. God has chosen you.
Say less. Where exactly is it?
Down at
It's in the
the center, down to the bottom. Once you get there, I mean, just keep swimming. You'll be able to breathe. You'll see it eventually.
Just swim the whole oasis. You might as well.
Fuck it. Get your
Yeah,
steps
yeah.
in,
Just-
but like
I'm-
with
keep
your arms.
swimming, just keep swimming.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Worst
is
that'll
there
happen
a
is, like-
rock?
Or is there a rock?
There are
Well-
very few rocks. It's very, very smooth sand for the most part. But you can try to look for a rock if you really want to.
I'll
Depending on,
grab
like-
the biggest grain of sand I can
The
find.
biggest grain.
The biggest grain of sand.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Make a perception check for me.
Hunting the oasis for the
You said
biggest
there's
grain.
sand all
Biggest
around.
grain is- Yes, but it's sand. There's millions of grains.
I'll just like get a handful and pick out like the big one.
I pick out the big one.
You know, I have
Okay.
to roll perception for that.
To take a handful of sand?
And pick out
No.
the big one.
Oh, yes, you have to roll a perception check. You cannot just pick a big grain of sand out of a bajillion grains of sand.
Okay,
But
I get
why
a small
not?
one.
But surely you could find the biggest one in his handful.
I guess so.
The biggest one on the
Alright.
top layer of his handful.
Lucky you, you scoop up a small pebble.
Yeah!
Oh!
Okay, roll to pick up sand.
All right,
About the size of a pea.
I'll go underwater with it towards where he said it
Is
is.
that all just to try to weigh you down a little bit?
No.
That would be really funny.
You could just take
Uh,
like 2 big handfuls of sand and hold it in your hands.
Or I could just like grab like my weapon or something, like
Yeah,
my
you could.
heavy ass mace.
So what are we gonna do with the pebble then?
Oh yeah.
Eat it.
Oh yeah. Now that I
Have fun,
thought
buddy.
about that,
This is your mission.
I'll just take my mace and the pebble with me.
That
Mace
is
and the
smart
pebble.
thinking. You never know.
You know.
Yeah, it does a pretty adequate job of weighing you down if that's what the only goal is, for sure.
Of course, it'll just make it harder to come up because you can't leave the mace down there.
Yeah, but I can breathe underwater, so it doesn't matter.
Right, but as long as you're strong enough to get up, you will be. You're a big boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. you have pretty easy
Anyways,
time of moving along the surface or along the bottom of the oasis. You kick up clouds of kind of white dust in your wake, just by nature of stepping where there's very loose, silty sand. Guntentog and Ookiyo, you guys see kind of Jens take off along the bottom of the oasis towards the center.
Wow, look at him go.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and I'm also gonna cast light on my pebble.
Yeah. Oh, the
On
light
the
pebble.
pebble?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, your little pebble lights up with a pretty bright light for such a small object, and illuminates your path to this small shiny thing at the bottom of the oasis. You can see that sand is covering almost every edge of whatever this is. It's kind of like semi-revealing the shiny portion, which is just a small portion of the sunlight filtering through, happening to hit it at the right angle to make it light up. So you can't see exactly what it is unless you get super close to it. So are you trying to touch it, like get to a place where you can see directly on it, or what's the vibe?
I'm gonna get up closer to it so I can get a better look.
Okay. You get up within, what do you want to say, like 10 feet?
Like 5 feet.
5 feet? Okay.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Before I go, like, when I get to 10 feet, I'm gonna make a little. I'll look around to see if I see any movement. You know.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
All right. And I have guidance
Yes, you do.
because I've casted guidance on myself.
Yup.
Very nice.
Damn.
Oh. Not bad though for the initial roll. You can see that it is not an object so much as a surface. Beneath the sand, there is a clear, almost glass-like window. You can't see into it again because of the glare, but if you were to get like right on top of it instead of,
Man,
you might be able to see what's behind the glare.
some absolute freak
do
lives under their
that.
secret window looking at cock and hoo-ha from the bottom
But
up.
I'm gonna cover up my light pebble with my palm, so like they won't
Okay.
see me.
Sounds good.
The
And
two-way
you're just
mirror.
like peering into it, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. You see kind of, at first it's hard to make out. It's pretty cloudy. It's fairly dark. And you can see that the only light that you're seeing on the is similar to the light that you have around you now, which is like filtered bluish sunlight from being underwater. And through this little panel, you can see several almost islands, small floating rocks that are spinning extremely slowly and gently around one another and around a central point. Some are tethered to one another with these kind of rope-like bridges. All of them have what appear to be small lights lit up on them as if they are inhabited. And there are maybe 11 of them. Just these massive landforms that are slowly...
This is like under that little window? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, but it
Wait.
is from a different perspective. So the way that you're looking straight down, you're not seeing the tops of these items. You're seeing the sides of them.
Okay, gotcha.
How large is this?
It's fairly far from the window. It's maybe about 250, 300 yards from where your point of view is. And it's lit by sunlight. So they're pretty large. You can see that each island might be anywhere from 200 to 300 feet tall. Maybe 150 to 200 feet wide.
What are they like suspended on? Like how are they?
They are floating
Is
in
it-
water as far as you can tell. But
Like,
they are
so
spinning.
it's water on the other side too.
Yes, they're spinning around a central point. Make an Arcana
there
check
a-
for me.
Oh, okay. All right.
You can ask what you got.
There isn't anything pushing them, right?
Not that you can tell. Not that you can see.
What are you munching on?
What?
What are you doing? I assume you're munching. You're making a ruckus over there.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I dropped my
No,
bottle.
that was Hayley. That was Hayley.
I drank way too much water way too quickly.
Oh.
But the cap was hard to screw on.
Water.
Sorry, you said
I'm
that
sure
as I was eating Swedish fish.
Oh,
So
no, you're fine. It was just Hayley's mic making noises that I couldn't identify.
Got it. Oops. 6. You think magic might be involved somehow? This doesn't look like anything that could actually exist below this. You don't think you're seeing what is actually under the oasis. But that's all you can really discern.
Maybe it's a fake oasis. With
Maybe it's
slaves showing
like a
up. Oh,
teleporter thing.
like Greece. Oh.
Like Greece, yeah.
No, oh no, what's it called? Like Rome, there we go.
Is this
Say that again?
Like Roman bathhouses.
what?
Right. Okay.
And unless I'm not understanding what that
I'm
thing
not
is.
sure I'm understanding what you're saying. I don't think Roman bathhouses had fake worlds underneath them.
Oh, it's a fake world. I thought it was like a different area completely. I
I
didn't
don't
know.
think.
I guess I misunderstood. Never mind.
I don't think it's the fake world. I'm just trying to figure out the connection to Roman bathhouses.
Well, they have another world down there, and they enslaved that world, and the
Do
slaves.
they? I don't know much about
the
Roman
oasis-
bathhouses
Roman
either.
bathhouses?
Yeah, Roman bathhouses. You don't remember in 10th grade they would teach us that they would have slaves heat up Roman bathhouses to the.
Oh, you mean like under the
Oh.
floor and all the.
Yeah, I
the
see.
stuff,
Okay.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I have made the
Okay.
connection now, Keith. I'm sorry.
You kind of cooked with that
Okay.
one. I
I am
gotcha.
seeing what you're saying.
Yeah, but you said it's another world, so it might not be right. Just a thought.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, I'll come back up.
You resurface now in the center of the oasis, and you kind of split up Ookiyo and Guntentog, who are just floating.
I was wondering if we'd make that choice or if we'd like lose my brother forever just going through there.
Dude,
Wait,
Jens
I
can
have
breathe,
gone
right?
through there?
He's
How?
been down there a long
Just
time.
break the glass with my mace and like
I guess so. You did have like a
get
whole weapon
sucked
with
up
you.
into the vortex.
Well, that's what I
like-
was saying. I'll see what decision he makes. You know,
Be right back.
All right, maybe I could.
I think it would have been a bad choice, but you could have made it.
Hey, Hunwut. I found something really cool down there.
Yeah?
Come with
You're
me.
kind of like shouting across the oasis. Unless
little
Hunwut
treat?
wants to come into the deeper area.
I thought I'd surface back next to.
No, you
You
surfaced
went-
in the middle,
What's
which
in
is
the
where
middle?
Guntentog and The middle is
Is
where
there like an
the
island in the middle?
no, it's the
It's like
deepest
I assume
portion.
it's a giant.
That's where
lagoon.
Guntentog and
Oh,
Ookiyo raced to, and that's above where you were with the windows. So you went wee right up to them.
Was I able to bring my mace with me to the surface?
Yeah, I don't see how that would be.
Alright.
You
too much
got
of an
powerful
issue.
legs and glutes. I know you could kick
Yeah.
it up there.
I guess. Alright. Yeah, Hunwut, come down and look at this shit. You're pretty good at magic, right?
All right at it. Can you pull me out there? I'm not that good of a swimmer.
Of course, I have this mace to hold you down with.
No, I can't breathe underwater. I don't want to be held down.
Hold you under the water.
Oh,
You like
no,
hold
you
me
should
up with it,
hold
maybe,
on
or
to it. Yeah, to
no?
get down fast.
Maces don't float. I don't want to go down. I don't want to go down.
How are you gonna see it without going down?
I can't breathe.
Yeah, but it's not that far, is it?
It looks far.
It's about 10 feet down.
Oh, that's not far at all.
Hard for
Yeah.
It's
him.
not that far for you guys exactly. I'm 3'5", buddy. That's
Yeah.
like.
Well, can I go
Three
check it
times your
out?
height. Sure.
Yeah,
Make
come
an
on.
athletics check for me since you're trying to dive deep enough and
Oh man.
also hold your breath.
Okay.
Hunwut, I'll cast guidance on you.
Okay, but you still have to take me to the middle first before I can go down.
Alright.
12.
Come on.
12. That gets you pretty close to the bottom. You feel yourself kind of struggling to get a big enough breath to get a good look, but you can see the
Dang.
small shiny portion, and you can see some shapes, the kind of frosted glass appearance.
All right.
Wow.
If Jens has brought me to the middle, it's my turn. I'll give it a go.
All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
and I
Athletics
cast
check to see if you can get
guidance
down.
on
Cast guidance. Give me the
I'll cast
mace,
guidance
so I
on
get down
Hunwut.
there efficiently, and then I'll swim back up and leave the mace, and you can go get it.
Well, I'll be going down with you.
Oh, you will. Okay, then you can carry back up. Yay!
Exactly. So, like, if you die, just in case you die, you know.
Right, just in
can
case I die.
revivify you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
So what do I have to roll to whatever?
Athletics.
Athletics. What about if he's like taking me down there?
Advantage, or if you want to roll separately.
I'll do it.
yeah, do
You
it.
got it, Hunwut. If you start
We are
drowning,
rolling with
like,
advantage. I was just thinking that.
if you start drowning, start thrashing around. I'll point and laugh.
Well, my ass will be drowning since I rolled a 4.
Yeah, but roll again because advantage.
Oh, right, advantage. That's we are doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And roll
Once
a
I press the
D4
right
as well.
once I press the right buttons, this will work out great. I've pressed mostly like every wrong button so far. Oh, I can re-roll that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, lucky.
And then I have guidance.
Okay.
Okay.
They really don't
12
want you to
it
win
is.
right now.
Similar to what Guntentog was able to accomplish, you get about halfway down before the pressure a bit, and your eyes go a little blurry. But you are able to see this kind of shiny shape from a top-down angle instead of just like from a distance. And you can see a few dark shapes moving past the glass, but nothing more.
All right. I'm motioning. Send me up.
All right.
And then I'm hoping I get helped up. I'll be swimming for it, but I don't know if I'm.
I'll swim up with him.
Okay. You guys float your way back up to the surface, and now you're you're all kind of floating amongst the crowd. It's Deo, Guntentog.
Yeah, man.
Ookiyo now.
There were some shapes or whatever down there. What the fuck was the big deal?
There's some shapes.
Another
What do you
world.
mean?
I don't know. I looked through the window or whatever. Some shit was like moving, and there was some shape.
You
Is
looked
that-
through the window? What do you mean you looked through the window?
Damn,
What
it's
does it
like a
mean?
broom and bath out
Yeah,
there.
man. Go
Keep
down
saying
there. Go down to the window.
I think it has
Yeah.
to
You
do
want me to
with
go down?
some like religion.
Just swim
but
straight
I'm not
down.
sure.
Just swim straight down?
I mean,
Yeah.
if
Just
there's
take a look.
You'll see a golden
Yeah.
disc. I think.
Okay.
it's safe. It's about 10 feet. There's a window.
Okay. I'll swim down.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Oh, that's
Hey,
What a
funny.
brave boy.
try to reach
To be
in there
fair,
too.
like
I
you
wonder
can almost
if there's
reach the
anything in
bottom
there.
with your feet. Like
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not anything crazy. The DC is not extremely high.
I'm gonna fail it.
Well, I
Yep.
guess I'll just like I'm gonna drop the
Deo,
light pebble.
Oh, you're dropping the light pebble to help see.
Yeah, so everyone can see better.
You see a little glowing orb kind of fall down towards the center, Deo, as you dunk your head underwater and you get a ton of water up your nose by accident. And you don't get a very good look at the bottom oasis, but you start kind of spluttering and blowing your nose. To
crazy
get
to be
the
bad at that, man. You literally just have to like turn your body over and reach out and you can grab the thing. Like you
Yeah.
can't.
Wait, how tall are you, Dale?
Like 6
It's-
something, I think.
Yeah, pretty tall.
Ah. Yeah, all I have to do is do one hard push down and you got it. You touch it with
Yeah,
your feet.
literally.
Right? I'm just saying, get upside down and reach your like 3-4 foot wingspan arms, and then
Or tell you what,
arm length arms, and then just grab the
I'll
damn
just-
window. What do we?
Yeah, when you turn upside down, I'll just push you down.
You want me to grab it?
Dunk
Or
him.
stick your arm in it. No. Stick your arm
I
in there.
mean,
I'm
if
curious.
I think it's like a
Well, actually-
window,
actually,
man,
you know
with
what?
like
We should-
glass or whatever.
Oh,
You don't
is it
think
with
we can
glass?
just grab it out?
Oh yeah, try grabbing it.
It's
Well, I
a
didn't get a
glass.
good look, if I'm
Actually, you
honest.
know what? You should probably let Jens grab it, because what if you get stuck? You won't be able to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I don't think we should like open
Yeah.
that window up or whatever. I was just saying, like, if you found something to grab onto, you could just pull your face to the
Oh,
window level and
what's
look.
inside the window?
Like stuff or whatever. I didn't get a great look. That's why you're going down to see, man. You're
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I
some stuff moving in there, some shapes.
It's too deep for me.
Oh, it's too. I know, man. It's tough for
Really?
you out here.
I struggled.
Jens, what do you see through the window?
I told them all what I saw.
Wow,
What
that
did
was
you see?
fascinating. You saw like shapes moving around and like a bunch of them and big, huge,
And,
hundreds of
lights.
feet long and wide, and people like
And
looking
lights.
like it was inhabited.
Are
You
you able
clearly
to
Like
get
a city?
Are you able to pick it up?
a small one, I guess. It looks like the window must go to like somewhere that's definitely like a different place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we all slowly drink out of the oasis, we might be able to get to the
Yeah.
window.
We could Badlands chug it, bro.
Yeah,
Chug the
true.
world.
True.
Exactly.
Drink the world.
Well, I want to see if Jens can grab it and bring it up.
The window.
How the
Or
fuck
open
am I
it.
gonna reach into that?
If you open it, all the water's gonna go in.
I think it looks like. I thought we decided it looked like there's water in there too.
Oh, there is.
Oh, then yeah, I want to
Yeah,
see
just
what's in there.
give it a good yank.
Yeah, yank it.
Is there
I'm gonna
something
be
I
right
can yank
back.
on?
Is there something what?
That I could yank on?
I mean, you could try to unearth the edges of whatever it is, but it is kind of just where sand has brushed away on the bottom. At least from what you've seen.
How thick is the glass?
That I'd say you wouldn't be able to tell. It
Well, if
doesn't.
it can hold a lot of water, it's pretty strong glass.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be
True.
super thin. When you tap on it, it sounds like a rock, I guess.
That window's holding a lot of pounds of pressure.
Yeah,
Is it
probably.
though?
If
It
there's
looks
no
like
water
I'm
behind it,
looking
yeah.
into the
If there is
side
a
of
no.
something, right? Not from
Oh,
the
that's
top.
true. Yeah. Well, while you guys are deciding, I think I might hop out and ask around. Actually, you know what? I'll swim to the
Well,
other people in there and ask them.
Yeah, maybe there's another way in. Maybe this is just like a window into this world.
Yeah. Can I swim to one of the patrons of the oasis?
Sure. You make your way over. Who are you looking for? Are you looking for anyone in specific, or just?
Well, I'd say
Whoever's
one that
closest?
looks like a local.
Okay, there's a group of dragonborn women that are about 10 feet from you guys, that are chatting quietly and kind of letting themselves float in the water.
Hey there, I have a question for you ladies.
Their kind of gold eyes slide over to you, and one of them smiles and says, "Ah, sure. What can I do for you?"
Hey, I noticed at the bottom of this oasis, there's like a window down here. Do you guys know what it's about?
They kind of glance at each other and I don't know that we've seen it before, but we could take a look, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are locals, so you probably would know more about it than I would.
Sure, worth a shot. And she kind of one of them just kind of volunteers and swims over in your direction. Kind of a goldish scaled dragonborn woman. Fairly tall, slender, kind of gold yellow eyes. But she swims over and kind of sorry, probably awkward. She kind of sees the group of people and glances at you, Guntentog. She says, are they with you or?
Yeah, they're with me. This is Hunwut, Ookiyo, Jens, Deo, and our friend over there, Sanbrynn.
You're
I wave
Wait,
from
who is he
afar.
talking to?
he went and got some help from a local lady.
She kind of nods and she says, I'm Chandri. She kind of motions over to her friends and she says, that's Willa. And she points to the kind of reddish dragonborn that shines a little bit kind of green in the light. You can see that the scales kind of bounce back a different reflected light, kind of duochromy. So that's Willa, and then Penelope is the one on the left. And Penelope is like little. She's like a lizard folk lady. But yeah, anyways,
Hello.
what do you want me just to swim down and see?
Yeah,
It's
I
right
assume he's
underneath
right
you.
for the window.
She kind of takes a deep breath and dives without much of a splash at all. She kind of torpedoes her body down towards the bottom of the water, and you could tell she's a pretty skilled swimmer. And she uses her long tail to kind of propel herself through the water, akin to an iguana.
Recruited the right person.
Yeah.
And she makes it pretty speedily to the bottom and glances down and brushes. You can see her like kind of brushing sand away from the edges. And you see what appears to be a large, kind of heavily rusted mirror. And she kind of
Wait a
Wait.
second.
The mirror.
There's a window down there.
Wait, but
kind
what we
of-
were seeing still didn't look like
There's
where
a
we are.
window.
though.
No,
Exactly.
it does not. But it would be
It's
really
still
funny
like-
if it was.
But it is, although in a sense, window might be a better descriptor.
Yeah.
And she kind of
Yeah.
like tries to pry it off of the bottom of the oasis, but it seems to be pretty heavy. You see her struggle with it for a few seconds before a few bubbles escape from her nostrils, and she bounces back up to take a breath. And she says, I think I can get it. I just might need a little help."
Did you see what was in it?
I didn't get a great look at it. It kind of looks shiny.
There's like stuff in it. It's
Oh,
things to see, things moving.
Let me take another look at it, I guess.
Well, if
and
you're able
she-
to. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, she kind of waits to hear what you have to say.
I said, well, if you can pick it up, let's just all pick it up and we can look together, take it to shore.
Who knows it'll change? I wanted to see what we saw before we adjust the circumstances.
That's a fair point.
Okay.
I say it has a fit in there.
She kind of nods and dives back under, and she is down there for a little bit, and she kind of pops back up, and she says, I'm sorry, I just see the kind of the surface," and then you can see her scales kind of flush rosy around her cheeks, and she says, "It's a lot of your undercarriages, I guess."
Oh, right. Well, now I have to go back down and look. What's different?
It's
Make a perception check, I guess, if you're gonna go back down to look at the mirror again.
Not an athletics check.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to
So-
do athletics. You guys are already out there. Just perception is fine.
Okay. There's me perceiving. Do I still guided?
It lasts for 10
No,
minutes.
that's not
doesn't
how
it?
that
Oh no.
works.
Piss.
so we all saw the same thing. It wasn't a mirror before, but now it's a mirror.
Wait, so what do I see when I get down there?
You see the same thing that Jens saw. As you kind of glance through, you can see that there are these large land masses that are floating gently around each other in a kind of spiral. And you sort of peer into the depths of this. It looks to be pretty far out. The scale makes it look much smaller from a distance, and several lights are on in scattered around like the cliff sides of these floating islands. As some are tethered to one another, there are some that have like kind of bridges connecting them. As they spin around and sway, those bridges change position somewhat, but it just appears to be some gently floating islands, not from the correct perspective that you're seeing the rest of the oasis.
Okay. Off surface.
Has everybody that's seen like this stuff in the mirror window been marked by Amon?
I haven't been marked.
Okay.
I've been marked, right? I think.
Yeah, you have.
No. You have?
Does he
Yeah.
not? Does he not have a little tattoo? I thought he did.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
Deo and Jens for sure.
Oh, maybe he doesn't. Yeah.
I don't
Wait,
think-
well then wasn't I part of the dream thing, or did that not
Yeah, you might have
tattoo?
gotten to see it, but you probably saved the wisdom that got you the initial tattoo.
Maybe I wasn't.
Ookiyo does not. Sanbrynn definitely does. Jens
Yeah.
and Deo. I think Jens and Deo are the only ones I remember specifically giving it to via dream.
Yeah.
I remember.
Guntentog doesn't have it then. But
Yeah, I remember me and Ookiyo had those nightmares where
Yeah, you
somebody,
guys have
but-
had the nightmares, but you have not yet been marked.
it's true.
Okay.
But either way, I
Okay.
can't be related to that because Gaines and I both saw it and I'm not marked.
Yeah.
I'll
well, I guess
try
I'm
to
not
find the
marked.
edge of the mirror.
When I'm coming up, I had to tell
the
her.
edge is found. She kind of got it dislodged, but it's heavy, so she's having a hard time lifting it by herself.
When I
could
said
also
this, I'm
lift
saying
it up.
Yeah, I'll go and help. I mean, or one
I
of
don't
you
want
guys.
to lift it
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
I'm saying I certainly that is certainly not a mirror down there. I'm seeing like floating shit and land masses and it's like we're looking into a different place.
What is
But
happening
if
here?
it could be moved,
She kind
I
of
want
tilts her
to
head
get
and
a
she says,
closer look to
"Oh,
it. At it.
I don't know what to tell you. I just saw what I saw, so
Do you do magic?
no."
Interesting.
Do you?
What's the relevance?
What's
Yeah.
the relevance?
You asked me, so I was just asking you. I'm just curious. We're not.
Do you unrelated to your question, of course, do you guys here have a problem with magic?
No.
Oh yeah, I do magic for sure.
Well, maybe that's the difference. Do you
Yeah,
do
I
magic?
agree.
And she kind of like looks at Guntentog.
I have a spell book.
I would assume that means you do magic then, sir.
No, he just found it.
Well,
He just didn't start writing it.
Yeah, pretty much all of us do
mean-
magic. And do any of your friends do any magic?
I think Willa dabbles.
Can you see if
she
she
kinda-
sees it?
Yeah, she calls over. She says, "Willa, they want to talk to you." And
About
Willa kind of
magic.
rolls her eyes and breaststrokes over, kind of bobbing her head in and out of the water.
Sorry, Willa. How's it
she's a
spelled?
lot-
How's Willa spelled?
Willa is Willa.
Okay.
But she kind of is a little bit sterner looking, maybe a smidge old. Larger, like I said, red dragonborn woman with kind of a green duochrome tint to the scales. And she says, "What do you need me to do?"
Could you swim down to the bottom right there and look at the mirror thing and see if you see anything in it?
Sure. She ducks underneath and swims down to the bottom. And she kind of comes back pretty quickly. She says, "What the fuck is that?"
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. Did you
Your
see
friend.
that? Chandra kind of shakes her head. She says, "Oh man, do I need to learn magic now to see cool things?"
Probably.
Probably.
You're missing out on a whole world of
But
things.
it's so boring.
Yeah, it took me a while.
Willa
Oh,
kind of
yeah?
crosses her arms and kicks her legs to
Yeah, my
splash a
parents
bit of
took me
water.
to school.
I was talking to her. She said it's
Oh.
so boring. You really think it's boring, huh?
Well,
I'll whip out my
so
mage
much
hand and
work to
tickle
do.
Guntentog.
Tickle good. I thought you were gonna say her. I'm like, brother. You
No. She kind of like laughs, but she's like a little
Ooh,
soured
you got
over
me. I pull out my
the
mage hand, do the
magic
same thing.
Hey, cut it out.
tickle fight mage hand while you guys are nude
But-
in
It's-
Oasis.
How is
Yes,
that
sir.
boring?
That's living big, bro.
That's the life, man.
That's a memory you'll never
Oh,
forget. At the mage hand tickle fight naked in the Oasis. God did.
Mhm. Ah, dude.
Let's go
Yeah.
swimming.
We're swimming right now, bro. We went swimming.
Let's go golfing.
Yeah, we gotta go golfing next.
That's damn true.
Mhm.
But so, have you guys heard anything in your community about the magic mirror that looks at weird stuff and only responds to magic users at the bottom of the Oasis? Because that seems like something to be known.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that anyone's really seen it or paid that much attention to it because it was kind of buried. But I guess we could bring it to the attention.
Should we pull it out?
I don't see why not. Finders keepers.
Well, I guess that's true. There might be
Yeah,
like, I mean, it did look like an inhabited place in there. I don't know if we're like keeping that.
It's not just like a view of it. It's like the
Well, I
actual
don't know. Do I? We haven't pulled it out.
Well, sure.
Yeah, so we should pull it out then.
Yeah, that's true. But what if it isn't there?
Wow.
What if we like shake their world around?
Ooh, that'd be
then-
spooky.
Best
Bad
day
luck,
of their
I guess.
life.
It's like a Dr. Seuss like Whoville on the flower situation. You're just fucking drowning them.
Be a really scary Twilight episode.
It would be.
No, it's not Twilight. What's the
Zone,
movie
I
called?
think you mean Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
but-
Twilight Zone.
Twilight episode.
Toilet.
All right, fuck it. Let's team up and pull it out, all naked and everything.
Yeah.
You guys, who's going to pull it out?
Probably the one that can
I'll
breathe
lead
underwater.
the charge.
Probably strong ones
Okay.
and locals. I don't want it to just be the foreigners if we fuck something up.
Willa
Right,
kind of
right.
says, "I can at least help. I'm not the weakest," and she kind of glances back at Penelope, who is hanging back and like biting her fingernails.
Also, it occurred to me that was super chilly ends to like give me a piggyback ride to the bottom with me hanging meat on his back and everything.
Oh yeah, that's right.
From my
You-
nuts all over his shoulders and whatever, bro.
Well, how-
Joke's on all of you, because I'm completely covered in fur or hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
What
you
the
can
fuck?
also
Oh,
ride
dude.
on the
Does that
shoulders
s-
without worrying about that if you just kind of scoot back.
Yeah, or I could like fucking rub
Scoot
it on him.
forward.
I gotta cling. I'm scared.
Oh god. It's a bumpy ride.
I gotta hang on.
Jesus.
But yeah, you should get the mirror out.
Willa goes with Jens to the bottom of the oasis.
Hopefully, two's enough.
Yeah, I'll cast light on my mace, and
Isn't the light
or
pebble still
I
down
won't
there?
take the mace so I don't break it by accident. But I'll
Yeah, you
cast.
still have the light pebble.
Oh yeah,
you
the
can use
light
it.
from the pebble. I'll cast guidance on myself.
He always guiding.
He's always guiding.
He's
you.
just a guided fellow. Guided
He
by
is.
God.
Guided by the Lord. God did.
Got
God
it.
did.
Willa carries on next to you and grabs one edge of the mirror, and you grab the other. Just go ahead and make me a general strength check with advantage if you'd like, or she can check.
I'll do one.
One check.
Yeah, and she can do the other,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, she can.
Instead of advantage.
That is a 16 on my part.
All right, got a
nice.
25.
So Willa
Nice.
does a little bit of the finessing of getting it kind of dislodged from the sand and sediment at the bottom of the oasis. But you do the bulk of the heavy lifting, and you grab the kind of ornately carved edge of this brass rusted mirror, and yank it up towards the surface. And you are able to. It's heavy, but you are able to lift it by yourself. And you get it up to the surface. It's about 2.5 feet long. But the portion that was showing was maybe like like I said, a dinner plate sized portion of the glass part. So it was pretty heavily buried. Yeah, it's about 2 feet long, maybe 1.5 feet wide. Kind of oval, shaped,
Ovary shaped.
ovary shaped.
Ovular.
But yeah, you guys see Jens and Willow resurface. Jens having the large mirror in tow.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. Let's
Now
take
that
it
it's
to shore.
All right.
Yeah, take it to shore, and then once it's out of the water, let's peek in and see if everything's changed.
All right, master.
Or you could just keep it here, I guess. That's your business if you just want to hold it forever in the middle of the oasis.
Well, is that a command?
I'm commanding you to have
Do what
options.
you want.
All right. Let's go back to the surface.
You guys kind of start to doggy paddle back to shore because it's fairly heavy to move from the middle of the oasis at the edge. But Sanbrynn, you're sitting kind of drawing shapes in the sand when you see them approaching with a giant shiny mirror.
What
From
the
a
fuck did
distance.
they get up to?
Whoa! What do you have there?
Mirror.
There.
Look what I found.
What'd
I
you
found
find?
it all by myself. I saw it first.
He saw it first. That's damn
Whom
true.
my
Yes,
lion
first.
said that he found it.
Finders
I would not do
keepers.
that.
All right,
I
fine.
believe
who
you. I
found
believe
it?
you. No. I think you found it first.
That's what I'm saying. He found it. I would never be able to do that for him.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm gonna use the restroom really quick, but
Get the fuck
you
out of here.
decide what to
Alright,
do. Oh
good
my
luck.
goodness.
Jesus.
So I wonder if like one of us pisses in the mirror, it comes out the other side.
Right. If we piss in the game, do we piss in real life? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess you can't. I was going to talk to you guys about what's going on, like ask a question, but you guys can't answer that.
I can give my best
we can
shot.
brainstorm.
You could say anything you want. That's true. But I kind of forgot that
Yeah.
we weren't actually our characters, and you guys don't know anything that she doesn't tell us.
We can try.
We can try, but
Yeah, this is a good
it would be new
role-playing
information. I was going to ask if when we look back in, has anything changed? I don't think you guys know the answer to that one.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, like it was
little bit.
spinning when you saw it last, so obviously it's gonna be in a different position than like when you look at
Okay,
it
another
this time,
thinker,
you know?
another thinker in the group. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for the help. I guess I want to
Yeah.
ask Hayley. Now that we know the answer.
It was
Yeah,
a
you're
stupid
welcome.
question. The real
Yeah, ask a
question
better
should
question
be
next time.
My fault.
like, what color is it?
What color is the mirror? Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
What color are the people in it?
I don't think we can see the people, man.
Yeah, we need to know the
But obviously,
race.
knowing the color will be important going forward in terms of how we treat them. But
Yeah.
Like, are they blue or are they red?
Oh,
what's the
God.
content of their characters?
Exactly.
And how they look as well.
And yeah, the content of how they look.
Yeah.
Are they ugly?
Yeah,
See,
if they're
that we need to
if they're
know.
a certain race, you can't be happy with them.
Yeah.
Oh
so-
man.
Like bird people? Ugh.
Ooh, could not do that.
Constantly dropping their feathers. They don't even
Constantly
clean up
dropping
after
fucking
themselves.
dookies, bro. Yeah.
They poop everywhere.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine the kind of mess that crazy man has made flying over the city.
Ugh.
Oh, that must be like so liberating, just shitting
And don't even
It's
get me
true.
started on that
All right.
beak.
Back.
without having to wipe.
Right? Dude, we're talking about how much Ookiyo, I'm sure, has just taken big dumps over the city while he's flying.
Their
That's
pressure
fucking
just
nuts.
like wipes it free.
It's true. It's true.
Is Ookiyo that much of a menace to society?
It's his God-given
Well,
right as a bird when he's flying.
Ookiyo, it's a yes.
Has Ookiyo just been taking this like slander on the beach?
I think
Did you
Ookiyo
guys
might have
go-
taken a vow
on
of
the beach,
silence.
yeah.
Yeah.
On the beach.
the beach.
From the window to the
That's
wall.
crazy.
Yes, sir. But so, has anything changed in the mirror now that it's out of the water and on land and we've shifted it all around?
To those of you who use magic, there appears to be the same thing that I've described to Jens
Okay.
and Hunwut prior.
That's good. We didn't fuck up the
Same
magic.
perspective on the view and everything.
The what?
Same perspective on the view, the weird like side thing.
Yeah, it's still the same. So no matter what way you turn it, it always gives you a side view
Okay.
scene
Hmm.
from the same distance.
Nothing looks to be amiss.
It's very peaceful. It's
Okay.
just kind of spinning.
So we didn't fuck up the magic, and we didn't cause some calamitous event for them. That's good. That's really good. All right. Now Willa and
Chandri?
yeah, I was just testing you, making sure you knew.
Uh-huh.
Willa and Chandri. who's like the smarty pants here, or the leader, or whatever?
Chandri
Probably
was
the
the
one
one that
that
was
knows
most
magic.
outgoing.
No,
but
I mean in
Willa-
like the settlement. Who can we take this
Oh.
mirror to learn about it?
Willa
Preferably a
kinda
magic user, or else it wouldn't really work.
shrugs.
But
She says, we have a shaman.
that might be good. That sounds promising.
We don't have a lot of organized leadership here. Mostly just kind of
That's fine. Doesn't really need to be a leader, just someone who might know what the fuck this is, really. Is
I'd say yeah, the shaman's probably she lives over in the hut, and she kind of points across the water, the opposite direction you came in, kind of tucked up underneath a bunch of large, lush, broadleaf plants.
Ooh.
You see like a little tiny hovel.
Okay. Do you mind if we take it to her? I mean, it is a mirror from like where you live. I don't want to start yanking it around, I guess, but
No, Chandri and Willa both put their hands up. She says, "That not our business what tourists find here."
okay. Well, thanks for the help.
You're
Let's
welcome.
go.
Chandri heads back to the water, and Willa kind of follows a little bit after, but she kind of like looks a little bit too long at Guntentog for a minute. Those of you with decently high perception kind of gather
Wait,
that.
who did that?
Willa, the magic user.
She saw something she liked or something, or
It
something
seemed
she didn't?
pleasant. It doesn't seem necessarily.
You see, that's why
maybe
you gotta be
just
confident about what
intrigue?
you got.
you ever met her?
No, why? Something happened?
I don't know. She was
should
like
ask her
looking at
out.
you or whatever.
He's just looking at you.
Oh, she was.
Straight looking.
Mm-hmm.
Not even gay looking or nothing.
You should ask her out.
Okay, let's do it. I'll hop back. We're all out of the Oasis right now,
You
right?
could just go like chill naked next to her, bro.
She went back into like the shallow water. She's like 6 or
She's 6? What?
Gee,
Or
wow.
feet from you.
Oh.
Did I cut off? That's a
Yeah.
inopportune. Yikes.
And then you come a little bit too. What I heard at first was you finally came back after we said she's 6, and it sounded like you just dropped in or 7, and then started talking about feet. But
Shout out,
Funny.
feet.
shout out.
I know. Ooh, dodged a bullet there. All right. While you guys are messing with the mirror, I'll walk back to the Oasis.
Yeah, man, have fun.
All right.
Are you?
Let's take the mirror to the
talking
shaman.
Oh, am I going first? Okay.
Oh, he's
I
on
mean,
first.
they are right there. They have not like left you guys entirely yet.
Well, 6 feet is a good distance for different conversations. Okay. I'll walk up to her again and I'll say, "Hey, thanks for your help. I'm curious." Huh?
She just shrugs and she says, nothing of it. Don't. It's not a big deal."
Cool. So you live in this area here?
Yeah.
Come here often.
Pretty
From around
much,
here?
yeah.
She chuckles and says, "Yeah. Lived here since I was little. My hut's over," and she says, "It's right next to the little tiki bar they got over there."
There's
Oh,
a
cool.
tiki bar.
Yeah,
What is
there's.
a tiki bar?
It's like a very. Are you guys like staying to eavesdrop on their conversation?
Well, it's only 6 feet away, to be fair.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you guys can
You hear Deo pipe up about the. She's like, it's just like a really kiddie like themed bar. Lots of like stuff that has nothing to do with the Oasis, but feels tropical. You know.
I love that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
That's like normal drinking, but better.
yeah, well, I feel indebted to you. Let me get you a drink, as a thank you.
Yes, sir. Invite her to the tiki bar.
Yeah, tiki bar is
Make
cool.
make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
You got
Oh,
these.
my persuasion is really bad.
Really?
Oh, maybe
Time to
not.
load up then. There we go.
Whoa.
He really wants it.
Yeah, Guntentog is into this dragonborn
Overcame
lady.
his nature.
She kind of like is taken aback a little bit. But she says, "All right. What time?"
What are you happy with?
Give me an hour to freshen up, and I'll meet you there.
Sounds good to me. I'll do the same.
Cool.
See you around.
I start playing Careless Whisper on my lute.
That would be interesting plucked. But she kind of walks back into the water. I mean, you guys did do this naked. I have to like take that into account. Like that was
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Oh yeah, we are
Yeah.
showing everything to the
Yeah.
world right now.
That's called confidence.
Yeah, exactly. Both of you guys were decently confident, so it's like it doesn't much matter. But also, damn, you've already seen each other naked. But she
Just went right
she
for
goes
it.
back to her friends, and you kind of see her whisper something to Chandri, who then kind of motions for Penelope to pay up.
Penelope.
Oh no.
And
It was a-
she kind of just takes the money from Penelope and runs back onto shore, places it in a satchel, and back out to the.
Huh.
That's tough, dog.
What's tough
Disaster
about
might
it?
have struck.
Yeah. It was
You don't
just a
know that.
bet.
Wait,
You
how
didn't
could
see
they
her
bet
over
on that? Like, how would you
You don't know what that
confirm
was
it?
about. And if it was a
There's
bet,
no,
so what?
yeah, it could be a bet about something else. You don't know.
Alright.
About dick size.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, you guys make your way back to the shore. I'm gonna listen to a portion of this. Excellent. I do like that vibe, especially as the sun is setting. Very romantic, very tropical. But you guys are back on the shore with this mirror in tow, which is now starting to draw a bit of attention from other people, but not anything too crazy. Like people are just kind of glancing slightly longer.
Yeah, nothing to see here, folks. Just a magic mirror. Mind your own business. That's a magic mirror. That's very normal.
You get kind of a few strange looks from like the buskers and the vendors that are like working pretty close to
Every
where you
time
guys
I
are
tell
at.
people no big deal, nothing to mind, they always be minding it, bro.
Yeah, they mind it.
I wonder who's
Um,
giving the weirdest looks. The people who can see
well,
the
I'm not gonna
magic
get back in
image,
the
or
Or the
Oasis
people who
anytime
can just see
image.
the reflection of our dick and balls.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you trying to like suss out who's seeing what? Like, are you trying to find somebody that, or are you
I
just
absolutely am.
like? Okay, go ahead and make me
It's hard
a
to know,
perception check.
though.
What check? Sorry.
Perception,
Gotcha.
general perceptiveness.
I'll put my armor back on.
Dang. 11.
Coward.
You don't see anybody's reactions necessarily different. You do see a few like chuckles here and there that you assume are seeing the dick and balls as they get dressed back
maybe
up.
Let's go.
But maybe they find the city really funny. So either way, you're not entirely sure what each of them is seeing, but you do see that people are reacting somewhat to the image in the
People
mirror.
be reacting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess we're done with the Oasis, so I'm gonna put my clothes on.
Well, maybe they keep it loose and crazy down in the shaman hut. Let's see. Let's not rush to any
Oh,
conclusions.
well, yeah, that's true. It's only people in the Oasis, or is it everybody?
Yeah.
It's only people actively
Exactly.
bathing seem to be taking their clothes off.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
That's too
But
bad.
they don't wear a particularly high amount of clothes anyways. It's dragonborns. They don't have like nipples to cover or like super exposed genitalia. So it's usually just like a loincloth, regardless of gender. But yeah, they are still wearing their garments as they're out of the but when they're in the water, it seems like nobody really cares. You guys are you swimming your way to the hut?
No,
or
we're
are
dragging
you-
on the sand, which means I should put my clothes on that if no one be doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll deprive the Oasis of the show, man. That's the saddest shit I
Sure.
ever had to do.
They're lost.
Anyways, I'll apologize to people as I put my clothes on. Sorry, I have to do this, folks. Sorry. I know.
Are you actively saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Give me a persuasion
Ego.
check.
What'd you just say?
Persuasion check.
No. John, what'd you
Oh,
say?
I'm apologizing for me having to being so cursed as having to put my clothes on for these people. I know they wish they could keep looking, but
You gotta put it away.
I gotta put it away, folks. Show's over. Go home. Sorry.
It's over.
It's pretty convincing. You see a few like women who kind of stop to stare at the whole group that are like browsing the sunglasses and like beaded chains that are on one of the vendors' tables. They've been glancing over fairly frequently for the past like 5 minutes, holding the same like item at the table for like way longer than is necessary, and the shopkeep is actively getting like frustrated with and not buying them. And the shopkeep eventually like looks over what they're seeing and kind of just like nods and goes about his way. The women
Yes,
kind of
sir.
blush and look down and laugh to themselves. But yeah, you seem to have not made like an embarrassment of yourself.
Let's go. That's big for me.
So huge.
But you make it to the. I guess you're walking around the long way, going around the outskirts
long
of
way.
the oasis, and heading to the shaman's hut. You approach the kind of shady glen that the hut is tucked into. It's surrounded by a small bog where the sand has gotten kind of quicksandy and wet. And a couple of like strangled vines are trying their best to stay alive in the muck. But it's fairly clear of vegetation around the house. It's just very muddy, and you see a little bridge built over the quicksandy area to the front door. You do
Well,
see kind of tacked to the front door a massive skull, pretty large for creatures in this area.
That's welcoming.
And a couple of feathers and beads dangling down from the skull that have been affixed with twine or leather string.
Well, I guess we
Can I
should
tell
knock or
what kind of
whatever.
animal that's from?
Ooh.
Make a nature check.
Is that intelligence?
I believe so.
Fuck. Let's go. Oops. Didn't
Oh.
work.
Anybody else who'd like to discern the nature of the skull can? You don't know specifically, but you make a few connections in that the teeth are not sharp. This is a prey animal, and the eye sockets are quite large, so it is most likely a open, just a larger prey animal with heightened senses.
Does it have like horns?
No, it does not.
No horns.
Not that you can see.
Like, how big are its teeth?
Decently large. They're fairly long, but they're flattened and shear-like on the bottom, so it's just
Oh, equine.
somewhat, yes.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Hello?
Are you like knocking, or are you
Hello?
just like saying hello?
You might have to give it a knock.
Yeah,
But, ooh,
is there a
that
door
was-
to knock on?
Yeah, I mean it's the
Oh,
skull
that's what
is
the
hanging
skull
on
was
the
on.
door.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
I'll
knock.
knock on the door or on the skull.
Oh, okay. You knock on the
Bonk,
skull,
bonk,
and
bonk.
the beads kind of rattle around next to it, and it makes a decently loud knocking noise. After some shuffling from inside, the door cracks open, and you see a humanoid figure,
Oh.
kind of crouched down low, glancing up at you, Jens. What do you want?
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Get off my property if you don't need anything from me. And she begins to shut the door.
Damn.
Oh wait,
That's a little grumpy.
We do need
I
something
have
from you.
something that it's interesting. I found in the lake. It's like magic.
The door kind of reopens to show her kind of squinting eye. What do you mean magic?
Well,
It's magic.
it's a
How
magic
do you know?
mirror.
Well, for one, it
Because
shows things that are impossible, and two, only people with magic
yes,
can see it. So that would be.
that's
Uh,
right. That's number
The
2.
door slams abruptly, and you hear several door locks being undone, chains being put back into place, and the door swings open, and you see an
What are the odds
entirely
that it's Hazel?
messy hut, just stowed potions and beads and small animal skulls, feathers strewn in every possible corner, tons of like dog-eared books lining shelves facing the wrong way to where you can't see the spine. And then you see this shaman. She's about 5'11", 5'10", maybe. Kind of crouched over though with age. Her face is pretty grizzled and tanned. Large, kind of milky blue eyes, scraggly gray hair that goes down to almost her kneecaps. That is kind of tied into one big braid on top and then left to be a tangled mess everywhere else. She wears several rows of beads on her necks and arms. Her neck, not necks. And her arms, and you see several beaded anklets clattering against one another as she shuffles along, but she is barefoot. And she kind of uses a large stick to walk herself back to a large armchair, and she says, "Show me." No?
We can just
I don't
I
bring
have
guess we'll
the
time.
mirror
drag.
here.
We can drag it in if you. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, bring it in. Bring it in. And she kind of like waves
All right.
half-heartedly. And
What are
she
you
kind of
bringing her?
squints. The mirror.
The mirror.
Oh,
She glances at the surface. She says, and you said only magic users can see this.
Can see the stuff in it. And everyone else just sees a normal
Yes,
mirror.
I'm assuming it's no, not the typical reflection. Otherwise, I'd be seeing my own feet as she kind of like crouches
well,
closer.
nothing's wrong with feet now.
Never said
Amen
there
to
was.
that.
Just that I'm not seeing them currently, so it's not a reflection.
That is true. That's
So
true.
now that we're magic users, what are we seeing?
She kind of puts her hand to her mouth and chews absentmindedly on a finger, and I don't know that I've seen anything like this. And gosh, she kind of frantically goes over to a table where there's several laying like flat open on the desk, and begins flipping through pages and casting aside notes and just frantically kind of searching for anything relevant. I could have swore there was some.
So no one's ever noticed this thing just sitting at the bottom of the lake, like 10 feet deep.
Well, was it on the surface of the bottom of the
Yeah.
oasis? Or... Well, it could just have been it got dislodged and visible.
I guess that is
The
true.
bottom of the oasis is fairly still, and in the deepest area, rarely. But,
How old do you think it is?
She kind of like glances and puts a finger to it to take off some of the rust, and she says, "It's hard to tell with the rust damage. I would say maybe 30 years old. I can't tell how long it's been down there though.
It's a long time.
It could be anywhere. It could be anything, depending on the material. Would have to test for material."
Oh shit! I'm so stupid. I have to identify.
Oh.
Real.
She kind
I'll
of.
identify it.
You should tell her that, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, is it okay if I cast magic on this mirror? Is that okay with you?
The magic mirror.
That's fine. Go ahead. And she goes and
I will
begins
try
like
to
mixing a
identify its
poultice.
origins.
Okay. You cast identify.
Over 10 minutes.
Oh, so you're sitting and waiting as she's making this kind of chemical mixture, which she then takes in an eyedropper and drops onto the very edge of the mirror where acid has rested over, and she says, "Ah, yes. Might be worth quite a bit. This isn't brass. This is gold."
Whoa.
No freaking
that's-
shot.
We're rich.
Let's go.
I don't
The
know if
gold?
it's solid or if it's just a very thick plating, but and she kind of brushes away the chemical drop with her finger, which sizzles under the acid
Whoa.
touching her
Insane.
skin, and brushes away the drop and then sucks on the finger to get rid of the rest of the acid.
That would just go on your tongue.
She smiles and you can see several teeth. Don't worry about me, hun.
Okay, you got it.
And
You're
you
making
can
me
see where
nervous.
the acid has been brushed away. A very high shine, polished gold has been revealed underneath
So
all
even
the
if it's
grime
just
and
like
moss.
covered in gold, not pure all the way through, that still seems like rather valuable to toss into the middle of the oasis like 30 years ago or whatever.
She nods and she says, "Well, if this is gold, I'm thinking it might be a lot older than what I initially thought, because gold doesn't tarnish very quickly.
Oh,
Does gold even rust at all?
It doesn't rust, but this isn't." And she kind of brushes away some of the moss. It's algae, barnacle, which is
Wow.
strange because we don't have that in the oasis either. So maybe this damaged prior, or maybe
yeah,
it was
maybe it was
moved.
moved here.
It does seem strange that it shows you an image that is also underwater, but is not anywhere near. Would it? I mean, it still shows it obviously out of water. So that wasn't the goal.
Right.
Coincidence,
Ah.
maybe?
Coincidence?
Perhaps the coincidence is that the oasis formed over it.
That's
Maybe.
what I
But then would
think.
removing it like fuck up the oasis?
How did the oasis form, anyways?
Oh, beats me, kid. I've only been here for like 10 years. They call me the shaman, but I don't really do jack shit except make alcohol stronger. And
Let's
weed
go.
And apparently eat
better.
acid off your finger.
Okay, well that's separate. That's my issue. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You can leave me to it, or you can take my help. I don't know why I'm helping, to be honest, but I
'Cause it's
guess
interesting.
I'm intrigued. Yeah, it's the most interesting thing to happen to me.
Can
I
I
guess
talk
that's
through
the-
the spell? I'll say I'm
Yeah, you can
sorry
chat.
for I'm sorry for intruding in your house, miss. My
It's
name's
no
Yen, by the
intrusion.
way. That's Hunwut. That guy's I'll just point out everyone and
Oh yeah,
ask,
you
what's your
introduced
name?
everyone.
Yeah.
She kind of says, "I've been going by the shaman for a long time, but maybe if we get closer, you can have my other one. I don't know. We'll see." She kind of like mutters to
Yeah,
herself for a little bit.
I like it. The shaman.
The shaman.
Call me shaman then, if you're gonna be like that about it.
Whatever you say, the
Alright.
shaman.
You're my favorite
Oh
shaman.
fuck! I've really goofed it up here now. Anyways,
It's okay, shaman.
you added an extra H in there, boy.
I didn't hear him do that.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
shit, you
pronounced
might be
shaman,
deaf.
right?
Yeah. Whatever you want, sweetheart.
Oh, I'm her sweetheart.
Yay!
Oh, she loves you.
She
loves
continues
you.
to mix up a poultice over on the side.
Come here, my sweetheart.
She kind of grimaces and goes back to mixing up something in a clear
Brother, you are making
glass.
crazy moves today.
I know.
And funneling it into what looks like a hip flask.
Nice.
What else do you need from me? Do you need anything from me? What
No,
are we doing?
if that's like the extent of your knowledge or all the tests you want to run, I didn't know if we should like poke at it or if there's a way to go.
I mean, I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I don't know much about the magic I got. I just know I can make plants grow bigger, and that means better alcohol, better whatever.
Which really is a gift.
I
And
know,
that was
ain't
not
it?
sarcastic. Yeah, that was.
No, yeah. I can also turn into animals sometimes, but only if I think.
Oh, me too.
Hey, let's fucking go.
Are you? You can only turn into animals, or like you can shapeshift into whoever.
No, I can turn into animals.
I
Shapeshifting's different.
was gonna say
As far
turn
as
into
I'm
me.
aware. I cannot. Unless you
Maybe
got a
sad.
dog in you.
I do got
Sorry,
that
brother.
dog in me.
Dog.
I just tried. It would appear you're dogless. Sorry.
Can you
Ugh.
turn into me?
That's
That's a
an
better question.
interesting question. I haven't done it today. I'll try it out. And she kind of like, you can see her skin start to ripple, and the kind of tanned and weathered hide that she has fades away into gray and black fur. But it kind of just stops halfway through, kind of anamorph style, and your face kind of contort, and then it reverts to a full snow leopard.
I guess that makes
Ooh.
sense.
She kind of like curls up and puts her tail over her nose for a little
Yeah.
bit and blinks at you.
Not surprised they can do the animal part and not the person part.
I'm gonna boop her
Well,
nose.
if you wear Sanbrynn's clothes, I bet.
The nose wrinkles and you hear a low like.
Oh, come on, the shaman. It's fine.
Ooh, do that again. The
She
shaman.
Yeah.
kind of, you see the skin start to ripple again, and this time she stands upright and reverts back to the old woman form, which is now nude, considering she shredded through.
Oh.
And she like kind of casually
she's
continues
naked?
on. Yeah.
Am I
she
allowed
just
to
continues
stare?
on
Is that
with funneling.
rude? Guys, is it rude to stare? I like staring.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Asking the gang, fellas, is that wrong? Is that
course.
rude, fellas?
I love that ended with
It's a
I like
rude
staring.
She glances down and she realizes she's like, oh fuck, I'm sorry. I forget that it does that. Sorry. Anyways,
No,
she like
it's okay.
reaches into
You're
a
fine.
random drawer into the kitchen and pulls out a change of clothes. She's like, this happens more than you think. You'd think I'd learn by now.
So, if that's all your ideas on it, do you have an idea for where we could go with it, or should we leave it here, or
Do you
know
know much
anyone?
about okay, the only thing I'm thinking is if you can figure out where the fuck that thing is that's inside of it. I don't think, and she kind of like puts her fingers to her temples. I don't think it's a separate place. At least like not in your hands, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't think you're holding a little miniature world. I think no.
Right.
So at least that's my theory. I'd have to think more on it. I'm not the smartest
Now,
when it comes to that kind of stuff.
do you think it's just the image, or is it a portal?
I don't know. I didn't get any. And at this point, Jens, your identify time kind of clicks over. And you immediately know it is not a portal. It is just a viewfinder, essentially. A kind of permanent scry spell imbued on an object. That has fallen to disuse.
Do you tell us
Okay.
that?
Can I change what I'm looking at through it, or is it's fixed on
You
that
could
one point
imbue it
forever?
with a different scry spell, but this scry spell has been either commanded or use the word to specifically watch this.
Okay, so we need to find out what the hell this place is, so we know what someone was looking at.
Well, it couldn't
Yeah,
be that
I'll let
important if
everyone
it
know
ended
what
up
I
at the
found.
bottom of the oasis.
Well, maybe they were just finished with it.
Maybe.
The shaman says, "Ah, I was right. It's not a fucking portal, dumbasses.
Good work.
Mhm.
You know what you're talking about.
I get lucky."
That's why they call you the shaman.
Your mom gets lucky with me.
The shaman. She kind of nods and it goes back to funneling this kind of green pulp back into the hip flask.
Green pulp.
Well, I guess we'll just take it or whatever.
How heavy is
Thanks,
it?
the shaman.
The
You're
shaman,
welcome.
thank you.
Come back again. That was fun.
That was fun, right? We'll have to find more
Sure
little
will,
treats
the
for you.
shaman.
Yeah. We're gonna. Yeah, we'll come back.
Until then, though, we probably drink a lot of alcohol, so you have to make more or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to help us out, bro.
Oh,
Alright.
you're a local. Do you know a woman by the name of? I already forgot her. Is it Willie? Wilma?
Willie.
Willie?
Willie.
What
Willa.
was her? Willa. Was that the girl I was talking to?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know anything about Willa?
Oh, she's a nice girl. She brings me Brings me some of the stuff she sews sometimes when she notices that I've ripped through one too many shirts.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she's super sweet. She's yeah, I won't say. That's rude.
What?
Well, I'm gonna go have a drink with her at the tiki bar. Is there something I should know?
No, she's nice. She'll probably drink you dry though, so just be careful.
Oh, she's gonna have a
Gonna suck you
competition.
dry.
He is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll get along great.
Well, that's great. You know how to
Alright,
put
well.
it away. That's awesome. I think.
Yeah.
I think. You'll find out if it's awesome. Go have fun, brother.
Yeah. Well, you guys are gonna come with me too, right? I mean,
No, it's not
be
like a
talk-
group thing,
no.
brother.
No, I
It's-
mean you guys
That's
are all
all
gonna
you.
go to the bar, but I'm gonna be by myself.
Sure.
Well, not by myself.
sort of like
Okay,
a
I'll go
together
along.
by yourself
You
together.
don't got
thing.
anything else going on.
Yeah, we could just drink separately.
Yeah, that's what I
guess.
mean. You're gonna be at the same place, but you're not gonna be right next to me and Willie.
Yeah,
Wilma.
probably like 6 feet away eavesdropping though. I would say.
Oh yeah, I'll
Yeah,
eavesdrop.
So to be clear, you don't want to
Come on,
have an orgy.
If you can convince her and her friends, I will happily join.
Okay. Let's
Oh,
go.
God. Oh, God.
Got a lot of work to do tonight.
No, God.
Big sessions getting ready.
No.
Got to do some groundwork laying for sure. But
Well, maybe it'll happen.
all right, well, let's go get drunk then. Thanks, the shaman. Nice meeting you.
Yep.
Thank you,
You're
the
welcome.
shaman.
Thank you, Shahaman. Appreciate it.
Make a
have
perception
fun.
check on your way out.
Yes, ma'am.
boy.
That's Sean. Everybody?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Perception.
Sure, whatever, good enough.
I'm happy enough with that.
Oh, I got the 15. Dale got the
14.
5.
Oh, is
That's
that
true.
really?
Oop.
That's true. That's how that works.
Yeah, that looks
Yep.
right. Yeah.
Since yeah.
Jens, on your way out, you catch just like the smallest muttered. You can call me Myrtle next time if you want.
Fuck yeah. Nice to meet you, Myrtle.
She says,
Myrtle
"Don't wear
the
it out.
turtle.
Don't wear it out. Don't."
Myrtle.
Yeah.
Turtle.
Myrtle
On the
Beach.
turtle.
As we're walking out, you know, I don't think I've
Turtle.
ever met a Shahaman before. Have you?
Oh, interesting
I
name.
don't
Interesting
believe
name.
so. She is the shaman, though. Only
That's true.
one
Yeah.
of them.
I guess
Oh
it would
my
be
God.
hard to meet any others since there is only her.
Every time
Yeah.
you say shaman, I shake my head. It's Shahaman.
Salmon.
The
just call it
Shahaman.
The shaman.
All right, whatever.
All right, whatever.
You can't teach an old dog new
All
tricks.
right,
That's what, man.
whatever.
All right, whatever.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever.
Your native tongue can't speak Shahaman.
My.
He's right. He's right. I couldn't possibly.
He's right.
All right. So how long has it been?
Since you left the house?
No.
No,
since
when's his little
Oasis.
date or whatever?
Oh, it's been about 30 minutes. So you got about 30 minutes to.
All right, brother. You should clean yourself up. She's putting in effort.
Well, I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know how much effort, but I guess I can change into better clothes. Oh, we should check in on the inn guy.
The inn
What's-
guy.
God, what's Elliot?
The inn guy? Elliot?
Elliot. Okay.
The inn guy?
He
Yeah, he's
doesn't like
getting
running in or anything, but
Yeah, he's getting the inns. He's getting the rooms. I should call
Getting
him room guy
room guy. That's true.
or Elliot.
Yeah,
'Cause I
you
figured
can
it
see
out.
what's up with Elliot.
I know. I'm
And
so
drink.
sad Elliot didn't whip out his like bunny cock and join us.
That's so true,
Whoa,
man.
What?
I'm trying to see what he pulled Samantha with. That's all I'm saying. It's...
Wait, what? Wait,
I,
wait,
yeah,
wait,
that
I
was
need to
Elliot?
know.
Yeah.
And I need to
Come
know
here and
how
get
I
a
shape
bunny
up.
person.
exactly.
Funny person.
I need to
Yeah,
know what kind of
yeah.
hammer
Oh.
he's swinging and what we're working with here.
Well, we
Jesus.
can go as long as you behave yourself on mood.
Me behave myself. I've been a good boy.
Didn't
How
you?
about-
Yeah, didn't you whip it out?
Yeah, but you saw me put my clothes on in public and everything, though.
No. I'm talking about on the ride.
You cranked
Well, yeah,
it on the
I
ride.
was in my own private space, man.
Your own private
Yeah,
space.
but like you
Right
walked
next
in
to
front
put
of
a
the
blanket-
bus.
I
You
went
put a
into
blanket
my
over?
corner and you perverts watched. That's not my fault.
Well, see, here it was socially acceptable.
I don't
you
think it
guys-
was. So he said, "We'll do that here." I think I would have
Um,
not. I would have got some unfriendly looks if I was yanking my pizzle in the pool.
Yanking your pizzle?
Yanking your
In the
whizzle on the
pool.
dizzle.
Yeah.
Goddamn. So you guys are heading back to the stables or the inn to check on
Well, we're just
Elliot?
gonna.
The inn's
Yeah.
the same as the stables.
Well, they're right next to each
No,
other.
I misspoke. The stables. The hotels are across from the stables.
They're kind of like stables because like I'm a pig,
Oh,
so
sties?
technically, you know.
Wow, that's something I would say about you. That's sick.
Size.
Oh, a pigsty, horse corral.
Yeah. Or stable. It doesn't take long to get back. It's not the biggest place in the world, so Elliot has settled into one of the rooms of a small hut that he has rented for you guys. It is 3 bedrooms, 6 beds. So some of you guys might have to sleep on what appears to be like a couch or floor mats. But there are 6 small beds. There
I can
is a
snuggle
small
in
area
anywhere.
to prepare food. And then there are some floor mats for you guys to use. But Elliot kind of wakes up from dozing off in the armchair left off to the side. How
Hey,
are
Elliot.
you doing? Are you enjoying
What's
yourself?
up, Biggie? Having a good time.
Yeah, we went
good.
for a swim.
We were naked and everything.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah, we were fully naked.
Hey,
You should have
were you
joined
able-
us.
Proud of you boys for
Yeah, you
being
should've.
comfortable in your own skin.
Hell yeah, my brother.
Trying to.
Hey, were you able to get that an extra room for me?
They didn't have any extra rooms, but I figured we could give one of the rooms and just move the bed out of it if you'd like.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, it's okay. Hang out with you guys.
Okay.
We found like a magic mirror or whatever at the bottom of the oasis. That was cool. Oh, do we still have that on us? Did we take that back with us?
I would assume you have taken it back,
All right.
but
We found this magic mirror at the bottom of the oasis.
he kind of eyes wide, he goes, you boys have been busy.
Of course, you don't do magic, so it'll just be a normal mirror for you. So
It is quite a nice mirror.
yeah,
Oh, but you say it's magic, yes.
decidedly so. Yeah.
And it's made
Understood.
of gold, so we can counterfeit some
Oh.
gold coins.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
But not the magic part. You're a bad Oakar citizen.
Mhm.
Yeah, the magic part is and he kind of like motions to Frisk, who is purring comfortably by the fire. Sort of went out the door with that one.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
If you can't say yes to your own daughters who have a starving kitten on your doorstep, what kind of dad are you?
So
A
true.
terrible dad.
Based.
Terrible.
And that's why you're a great father, Dad.
You're too kind. But you certainly haven't had all of the fun there is to have at the Oasis at this hour.
This guy's got like a date soon too, or whatever.
Oh yeah, I gotta freshen
Ah,
up. I gotta change some clothes.
Congratulations.
And then I think we're gonna maybe drink ourselves stupid. We talked to
Yeah,
the shaman.
I believe so, yeah.
She was chill in like a grouchy way.
Oh, I don't think I've talked to her since. Oh gosh, very long time.
Yeah, she liked
Quite,
us though.
Eccentric.
We-
sure
we
she
brought
did.
her
You're all
something
very
interesting.
charismatic.
Yes, that's how I would put it about us. We all have big, likable personalities.
Every single one of us.
Mhm.
We're all great. We
but again,
pat
so-
we all
well-
pat ourselves on the back.
Imagine we were like Obama putting the medal on himself.
If you all don't mind, I'll turn you early for the evening. You all can, of course, have your fun till whatever time you like. I think I ought to go to bed to be fresh for the next day of travel.
God, you're so responsible.
How are we gonna
You
leave at
are.
like sunrise or something?
Oh yeah, that's a great
Uh,
question.
We do not need to leave sunrise. If you'd like to, we can. But I was thinking around 10 a.m.
It's up to you. This is your mission, man.
Yeah.
Let's be
We don't
comfortable
wanna
and
keep
sleep
you
in.
waiting.
All right.
Okay.
That's good.
Be ready at 10, and we'll be all right.
6 a.m. would have caught my ass not having fun in that wagon.
Yeah, you're probably not. All right, let me get freshened up. We'll go to a bar. Woo! Yeah, yay! Yeah.
All right, what does
woo.
freshening up look like for Guntentog?
Well, I don't know. Is there showers there? I don't know.
I mean, it's very clean water, and you could potentially
Yeah. Well, I
hose
just
yourself off.
hose myself off, put on some clean clothes. That's it.
Okay. You
Dress nice,
Guntentog
I guess.
emerges, clean and smelling nice and looking decent. The rest of you guys, are you guys also going to the
Yup.
Yeah.
Yarp.
Yarp? All right, you
Mhm.
guys make your way across the town, which is now lit up with like gentle torchlight and like kind of pink toned candles in most windows. But the tiki bar is pretty loud. It seems to be the place that everybody is going. Most people in the town have either turned in for the night or are headed over that direction. So you're walking amongst several small groups towards this bar, which as you approach, you realize is multiple layers. It sits on the edge of the oasis, and then as you kind of go into the fairly small top level, you realize that there are staircases down several floors beneath where the top layer is. And at some point, you intersect the oasis on level. There are 4 floors, but on the 3rd level, you can see just a glimpse of the oasis above. It's fairly dark, kind of inky blue, as it is sunset at this depth, but you can see just like a faint glimmer on the water. But yeah, it's multiple levels. Most levels are quite crowded, including the one with the view of the oasis. But you walk in, and immediately you can hear loud music. People are playing card games at tables. People are chatting the bartenders up as they fill tons of drinks. It is a very active bar.
Let's go.
Yeah, this place looks kind of sick, actually.
I know.
Where's your girl Gooch?
I don't know. Please don't call me Gooch.
You got
Why
a
not?
gooch? Yes, sir.
In my culture, it's a slang for an elvish
Uh-huh.
woman's genitalia.
Did you say an elvish woman's?
Specifically elvish?
Well, it could be for more, but for my understanding, all I learned is from my folks is that it's elvish. It could be more meanings.
Hmm.
Okay, gooch, whatever you say, buddy.
Call me
Okay,
Tog or
Gooch.
something.
Gog?
Tog, T-O-G.
Alright,
Gooch.
Gog.
Alright, whatever. That's better. Gog.
I could call you Gunt if you wanted.
Gunt.
I don't care. All those
That's
are
the
way
first
better.
4 letters of your name. Really, you think
Gunt
Gunt
is
is way better?
Gunt.
That's my boy Gunt.
Just don't shorten it.
Gun.
Boy Gunt.
Whatever.
Your
My
name is
boy
too long to
Gooch.
not be shortened.
Somehow, you need a nickname.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Gooch is the best one.
Gooch is
It's
sick.
definitely
To
not.
be fair, Gooch is sick.
Or T, there you go.
Huh?
Guntentog, GT. The 2
GT.
acronyms.
I'll call
GT,
you
nah.
I'll call you Gooch, maybe.
Yeah.
Or like Toggy or Gunt or
I'm gonna
I like
mispronounce all y'all
Gog.
names, and you'll know my
I
pen.
fuck with Gog, bro.
That was a good one.
You already mispronounced my name anyway. You call me Hunwut, so.
It does
As
call
you
you
guys are
Hunwut.
arguing in the very entry of the bar, you see the reddish dragonborn woman order a couple of drinks from the bar. She's aggressively saving a stool with her foot on the cushion.
Go get her, Tiger. She's putting in work for you.
If you want to.
Yeah, she is. Wow. All right. I'll see you guys around. Give me a notice when you guys leave, if you do.
Yeah.
Before me.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
We might let you know or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. If it looks like it's not going well, save me.
If it looks like it's not going well, send us a signal by screaming.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Or do you want me in your ear, like You're wearing an earpiece? Yeah, or not
Earpiece.
Earpiece.
No, it's okay.
He could
I
just
gotta do this
lurk
myself.
over your shoulder coaching you.
I could sit like 30 feet away from you and talk to
Call
you.
some plays.
Yeah, I call some
Alright,
audibles.
Yeah, I'll take your influence, but that's about it. It'll be my decision whether or not I take it.
All right.
Before you go,
Alright.
take this, and then I'll cast guidance on him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Go.
That's what I need.
Hold on.
All right.
How long does
See you
guidance
guys
last?
later.
I think like 60 seconds.
Oh, go get him quick, then, Gooch. See ya.
Is it really 60 seconds? That's hella short.
Yeah, it is.
Well-
you're like speed walk over.
I know. My introduction better be bomb.
Yeah, make a performance
It's a
check.
great
to
first
introduce
impression
yourself
here.
First impression.
with
That's
your
what
guidance.
matters.
Oh, I gotta make one right now.
Yeah, performance or persuasion, whatever or intimidation, I guess, if you really wanted.
That's a bold
Intimidation.
opening. That is a bold
My
opening.
my
Yeah.
intimidation is +4.
You gonna intimidate her? Oh,
How?
That's a high
Good
risk,
start.
high reward maneuver, I think.
You gotta tell me
I
how
don't
you
think
do it for
That's a
sure.
good thing to
Well,
do.
I'm not gonna. What were my choices? Intimidation. What else?
Persuade, perform, intimidate.
Persuade, perform. Where's my
There's
perform?
no reward for intimidation.
I know. Well, I'll say a sentence, and you'll decide which one I roll. Yo,
Okay.
Interesting strategy.
yeah, cause we'll see it.
Nothing
Okay,
can
I walk
backfire
over
with
there,
this.
and I tap her on the shoulder. I said, "Hey, is this one for me?" And I point to the seat with her leg on it.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check then.
Okay.
It'd be
I
funny
didn't
if
think that
I
was
said no,
intimidating.
man.
yeah, that would be.
Oh, sorry, wrong person.
20.
Oh shit.
Oh.
She
Oh, and I
kind
had-
of laughs and just kind of pokes you good-naturedly. Oh shit.
23.
Fucking Christ. Yeah, she like pokes your side and she says, "Of course." And she kind of crosses one leg under the other and begins sipping on what appears to be like just kind of a shooter put into a larger glass.
Nice.
Shaman did say she was a real drinker.
Yeah, she did. Hey, I like it the same way too. Look, want me to grab 2 more of those for us?
Already? And she kind of like downs the drink immediately. She says, "All right, whatever you say, doc."
I just got here. I want to get the ball rolling.
She kind of laughs and she's like, "I knew I would like you."
Oh yeah.
It's interesting to see real
Oh,
drinkers in their
yeah.
natural habitat. Oh yeah.
What a thing to say.
I would like you,
Oh yeah.
Guntentog, to make a general charisma check to see how this date goes.
Oh, Riz check.
Literally.
Regular charisma. Okay. 14.
Okay. You guys watch from a distance. Is there anything anybody else wants to do for like the first 30 minutes of this?
Well, you should call a slant for him, I think, Serge. So.
Yeah, hey. I'll talk to Guntentog. Gooch.
You're gonna
Run,
God.
run the drills.
You're gonna crash his date.
I know. Are you gonna pull me away
Run
Pull
from
him
the
the
aside.
plays we
and give me?
called.
You're gonna pull me
I
aside
don't
and
want to
give me
see
some
you out there
tips?
calling audibles. Run the plays we called.
Yeah, buddy, you're a system QB. Come on.
Come on.
I'm telling you right now. I'm just running the Hail Mary. Wish me luck.
You know.
Buddy walks into Madden and just calls 4 verts every play. Not go.
God damn it, dude. I just gotta sit back and watch this unfold, man.
Yeah. Do you guys want any drinks or anything?
Well,
Oh,
tell
yeah,
me.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd run the
absolutely.
plays. At least tell me a play.
All right, the play is. Just stop buy her a drink, bro. What are you doing?
Actually, it's like the first thing he did, to be fair.
Oh wait, did he already? Oh shit.
He's moving to. She
Okay.
bought the first round before he got there, but he. covered the
Oh, did she
second.
buy one for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he
Oh.
pulled up, looked at your drink, and said, "I'll get 2 more of these for us."
And she was like, "Oh shit! All right."
Oh, okay.
You're paying.
Well, yeah, of course I am. Yeah. Okay, I made the right move.
No, she was quite pleased with that.
There you go.
Nice.
All right, next play.
buy her another round.
At
Just
this
keep
point,
stacking full cups until we have like 8.
You know what?
you guys have shoved your way into a teeny tiny little booth with like dim red lighting from a couple of sconces around the corner of this room. And a very large chested tabaxi
Whoa.
waitress comes over and starts placing glasses of water down.
God did.
It's
What?
it's a little Hooters-ish. It feels like they are purposefully like they're wearing little tiny hula skirts and like tops that are maybe a size too small, just purposefully. Like it's kind of a skeevy joint.
I would put
Hello.
the
Nice.
big chested Catwoman in my
I
path.
would rate this tiki bar double D.
Double D. Wow.
Now that's a 14 on the Riz check.
She takes the pencil off of her ear and starts jotting down things on a piece of paper. She says, "Okay, what can I get y'all?"
How are you doing?
Doing great, hun. Thanks for asking.
Of course.
Now,
What do
can
you
I
guys
get
got
you?
here?
Oh, we got all kinds of things. You want my favorites or you want your favorites?
Your favorites, please.
Do you know my favorites?
I can guess. And she
Ooh,
gives like a
both.
big wink.
Dude, your favorites are him and my favorites are me.
She shows you guys a couple of little it's got a lot of rum in it, so if you like rum, that one's for you. This one down here is all right. I would prefer to have it as a double though. I think it has a better ratio. And as always, just our shooters are always real good. We got watermelon and pineapple.
Oh.
I'll take the
Okay.
double.
Hmm?
I'll take the double.
A double? Okay, all right, hun. I like your style. She jots it down. And she goes, "Oh, and then for you, little one."
Yeah.
Sorry, couldn't help it.
What?
Yes,
I'm
mom.
sorry. I'm sorry. Some guys like it
Jeez.
when I do that.
He likes it. Look at him.
I
likes
did not.
he
I didn't
likes
say
it.
a word. No complaints.
You said yes, mommy.
Yes,
I
Oh,
did
fuck,
say a word.
I did not hear that.
I
I
know I'm
did
not
say
there,
a
but
word.
show him the move that you did on the cart.
My card
Show her your
classic,
little
yes,
trick, bro.
sir.
No.
The magic trick.
She says, "You look like the type that likes the taste of beer but doesn't want to drink a whole glass of it. So I'm gonna give you our in-house whiskey. You can shoot it."
Okay, bug it.
She laughs and just puts it down as a double. And she says, "The first one's on the house, so I'll give you 2.
Let's
Oh my God, how
go.
generous.
It's just a policy we have here.
Really?
It gets you to
That's
drink more.
awesome.
Let's be real.
Well, I was already gonna
well,
do that.
Yeah, we're
so.
already gonna drink ourselves silly.
Well,
Silly
I have
style.
to stick around till the end of my shift to see you guys out.
Oh, yo.
She tucks the order into her like kind of fake polo collar of the top that she has on. And continues back to the kitchen. But you can now see Guntentog from a distance, still hamming it up with Willa, as they have finished their first drink. Guntentog, are you covering the next round as well?
Sure, why not?
Are you getting
Yes,
the
sir.
same
You
thing?
do got bread on you.
Yeah.
I do. You want something different? Or you want the same thing?
She says, "Oh, I think their rum drinks are really good here, so if you want to try one of those."
Yeah, let's get 2 of them.
Yeah, and she kind of calls the bartender. Fucking
These aren't
Christ.
expensive
Bald.
drinks.
Bald. Yeah, man, I'm the bald.
Freudian
man.
slip.
Freudian. She likes
She
balls.
the bartender comes in.
So
The
true.
bartender.
And she's Willa, can we just do 2 glasses of the rum punch? And the bartender nods and reaches behind her and grabs 2 glasses of ladles and what looks to be like a homemade spiced rum punch with like a lot of hibiscus flowers in it. And she hands the glass to each of you. She says, "It's really good if you want to, I mean, it'll get you fucked up, which is half the appeal, but it tastes good." She starts sipping on the drink. Awkward silence. Sick.
That was when you talk, King.
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was reading a text. Say again. I thought we were on the other group. Sorry, when we switched.
No, she recommended a drink. You bought it, and she's just sipping on it now.
And then you guys sat there uncomfortably for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. She sat there. She sipped, and I sipped too. I said, "Wow, this is pretty good." I mean, is it good? Well, it doesn't
Yes,
matter if it's
it's
good or not. I
actually-
say the same thing. I say it
It's
anyway.
delicious. It is really tasty. A lot like coconut water, but when it's very sweetened, and then it has a lot of spices. More like a horchata or something along those lines, just like a more milk-based sweet beverage. But it's clarified
Gotcha.
milk. You can make a clarified rum punch, is what I was inspired by.
Nice.
It's tasty, and it is warming you up. Like it is warm to the throat and the mouth, and you can feel that you are pretty drunk pretty quickly. So go ahead and give me a constitution.
You got it. Constitution. Oh, it's Constitution's regular. Gotcha. I was looking at the wrong spot.
You're good. The rest of you guys, the waitress comes back and sets down your guys' drinks. Is there anything specific that Ookiyo or Jens wanted? Or Sanbrynn? No, Sanbrynn got the double.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have
That's right.
any? I don't know. I need the strongest, cheapest beer they got, I guess.
She sets down a very dark ale at your seat with a decent head of foam, but nothing too crazy, and it seems to be, a cheap and very strong to the nose at least.
Well,
and
is there
perhaps
like a
alcohol
larger
content.
size? Not necessarily like cheap, but like just like a larger one.
She kind of says, "Well, we got like the souvenir boot if you really want that."
Souvenir boot?
Souvenir
Yeah.
boot.
Yeah, it's like
I
a big
want one.
boot-shaped glass. We have like a glass blowing thing a couple miles out. They send us
Ooh.
these big old. It's
Oh,
pretty. I'm
That's
not gonna
cool.
lie. And she kind of like leans in and whispers, and her chest is like uncomfortably close to Hunwut's face as she leans over your guys' table.
Let's
It's just like,
go, dude. Let's
It's
go.
really fucking expensive. I'm gonna keep it 100.
How much?
It's like 2 gold just for the.
Ah,
Give me
it's
five
okay.
of
I'll
them.
take
I'm
one.
getting.
Fine, if
I'm buying out the store.
Oh my god. Well, give me a second, hun. I'm gonna go check in the back to make sure we have enough stock. And she said 1 for each of you then?
No, 5 for me.
He did say 5 for him.
Oh.
To be fair, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Any of the rest of you interested in
I'll take 2, 1 for each foot.
Oh.
One for
Oh.
each foot.
She kind of like looks thoughtfully
they
down
fit
at
on his
the
feet?
underneath the table, and she's like, I guess I might.
Worth a shot.
I'll take one.
She disappears back into the kitchen and starts to kind of, you can see just the tips of her ears over the service counter. She's searching through boxes, it appears. She kind of gathers up 3 large glasses and begins filling your guys' chosen drink in the glasses before bringing them back out and handing them to you guys. She says, I didn't know what to put in the other 4 for your drinks. And I couldn't carry them all. So here's the 4 glasses, and then there's the 5th boot with the liquor in it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy. Your tab's gonna be a bit hefty. I'm just gonna give you a heads up here. And not that I expect a tip, but I'm just saying.
Oh, you're about to get a big old tip.
Okay, all right.
Oh
Do
my
not
god.
worry about it.
All right.
Control yourself.
Ooh.
No, but
What-
seriously.
No, I'm saying like she's
Yeah.
gonna get a big tip.
You're gonna get lots of money and a big tip.
Lots of money and a big tip. Wait a second.
She rolls
the
her
best?
eyes kind of playfully and continues back to the kitchen before bringing back a snack menu.
Oh, a snack.
Snackies.
She
Do
says,
they get
whenever you
peanuts,
guys want.
crackers?
I'm gonna let you get a couple of drinks in though, because you usually buy more snacks when you're drunk.
What do they got?
From browsing the
Wings,
menu,
wings,
they appear
wings.
to have like a homemade like trail mix kind of thing, like a bar mix, but it's got all kinds of local ingredients in it. They have what appears to be some kind of popped corn, like, but not like popcorn like we know it, just like a smaller kernel, almost like pea-sized popcorn things. And then they have a few soft pretzels, and a few like sandwich adjacent snacks, like a grilled cheese with tomato soup and stuff that's easy enough to eat.
Yeah, I gotta give me grilled cheese and tomato soup and a pretzel. God.
And a
I know.
Yeah, so
I want all
forgive me for
3 of
being
those.
gluttonous at the Oasis.
As you guys are kind of getting into your drink, I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
I'm literally constituted.
I know.
I did pretty good on
Constitution
mine.
is so good.
Shout out the Constitution. Why do my
Shout
dice
out.
closed?
Constitution saving.
What's 9 plus 10? 21.
21.
You stupid.
Bro.
Alright, I know my next
I'm
move
not
for when we go
ever
back to
drunk.
me.
Yeah, you've been like Googling pickup lines or like what?
No. No.
You finally like looked up from Google and said, all right, I have my next move ready.
It'd be really funny if I did that, but no. I was looking at my D&D character sheet.
Oh, okay.
I got a 3.
Oh man.
Oof. Sanbrynn
Sanbrynn.
is blasted by the
Drunk
end
as a
of the
skunk.
boot. She is
You-
like slouched in
drank-
her seat. She is slurring her words. She is saying things that she shouldn't about the waitress's boobs. Like
Oh,
my
literally a
let's
hot,
go.
a hot
Drank-
cat right
drank-
in front of you and you're making a fool of
Became
yourself.
a bigger
Sanbrynn.
menace than
drank-
all
you
the other
You
guys.
gotta tighten
Yeah.
up.
belligerent.
Deo
Look
is
at
right there, not quite as brazen, but certainly like egging Sanbrynn on a little bit. Not being helpful in any sense. Jens is trying, and Guntentog are both trying to kind of keep it under wraps, but are a little bit tipsy.
I am?
Yeah, you got a good constitution roll
Oh, okay, gotcha.
for your drunkenness. This is across all parties, so including
Okay.
Guntentog's little date. You're managing your drunk pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Jens is again trying to kind of fill the paternal, keep everybody not drunk as fuck. And then I don't see anything from Ookiyo. Hunwut, also not the drunkest you've ever been. Got a good buzz going, but you're trying to kind of rein Sanbrynn in.
Nice.
While also maintaining whatever you want.
Listen,
to say
if
to
I
the
also
waitress.
rocked a boot and I'm doing my little ass doing better than these dudes, I come off looking good. So
Yeah,
the waitress
like the
eventually comes
whole
back and
fucking
takes your
boot.
guys' food order. She does at one point bend over the table to grab your guys' boot glasses out of the way. to
Holy
refill them.
moly.
Someone should do
no.
the whistle. What? Hunwut, do the
I'm
whistle.
straight. I'm leaning back, I'm throwing my head back. I'm ascending, really.
Get him on the.
What is Sanbrynn doing?
What do
Keep in mind, she is the drunkest she's kind of ever been, minus that
Are
one
you like
time.
asking Sanbrynn to commit like sexual assault? What are you baiting?
No,
me?
I'm
That's exactly what was going on in my
doing.
mind.
If
Yeah,
she is
Sanbrynn
like
goes for a
fucking-
grab.
Big woman bends over in
if
front of
she's
you. What are you doing?
super drunk.
You're drunker than you've ever been, and you're crazy, belligerent off your nut, and she's
No,
hanging
you don't
tits in
have
your
to
face.
be. I'm
What are you
just
doing?
saying,
No,
if you're-
no.
Oh
You
my
can't
god.
control yourself.
I
What do you do?
am
What do
going
you
to decide
imply?
that swimming is a good idea.
Swimming is a good idea. You're just gonna go like run out of the
Is that
tiki
like
bar
okay?
and
You're
jump
actually
in the
doing. It's
water.
not like a euphemism for like
I'm not gonna
mudslinging
like
your shit or something.
run
swimming
out,
straight
but I'm
into a
gonna
tube.
like go out and like what sounds like really good right now? I'm gonna go swim.
You're gonna go
Sanbrynn,
swimming?
Sans
Sanbrynn-
clothes or
after the waitress has left to the kitchen, takes off like by squeeging herself under the table and like bending. Because at this point, I picture her at the back of like one of those rounded booths.
yeah.
And she's just like kind of not wanting to step over people or ask them to move, so she just kind of like melts underneath the table and then reappears. And Sanbrynn is at the door faster than most of you guys can react. Is talking about swimming.
Do you think that cat is going to die drunk in the Oasis?
Nah.
Shit.
She don't even like water. She's gonna realize when she gets there, she don't like
She loves
water.
water. Listen, either she'll love water and start swimming, or she'll hate it and get out.
Yeah, it's, we're fine. We're fine. She does have a good point though.
That
It does
swimming sounds
sound
good.
kind of fun to swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Drunk
there's no
swimming
thick
is
waitresses
good.
over there.
Life is a series of tests, my
Panicked.
brother.
Like, see now,
See,
that's something That's something straight out of a falafel. Give me a second here.
A falafel?
Out of a
Dang,
falafel
Give me a
house.
second
good
here,
enough.
guys. Guys,
Waffle Stormus.
Yeah. Talk to me now.
I think Hunwut is a philosopher of stones.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. You've never been more coherent.
So that's the philosopher's
Well, say
stone.
it
huh?
again though. What was it?
Guys, I think Hunwut is the philosopher
That's me.
of stones.
Those stones.
You know what I mean?
I love stones, man.
See, and that's why I say that. I
So here's what
know, I
use-
know,
just
I know you love stones.
you know I love, and I pick up rocks and stuff.
I saw you picking up a couple rocks earlier, I
Put them in
think.
my pockets.
Can I see them?
Yeah, I'll show you a couple rocks. I found this pebble. It's lighting up. Why is this pebble so lighting? So light.
Why is it lighting up like that?
Why is the pebble lighting up like that? Anyway, I'm suggesting that I grabbed his light pebble from the water.
Oh,
Jens's.
got it. When you left the water, or
Yeah.
got it. Sanbrynn, are you actually? Is Sanbrynn like dead set on going in the water?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, make me an
She's
athletics
convinced
check.
that that's a good idea.
Yeah, I
For
can see how that would work because
Mhm.
a 3 on drunk means panic. But yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics roll with disadvantage.
Athletics disadvantage. Okay.
Hey guys, you think Sanbrynn's gonna drown?
Sanbrynn for
Oh,
sure does
Sanbrynn's
not
a
know how to
cat.
swim.
Oh,
Do you think
So
Sanbryn's gonna get eaten by a
he's-
sea monster?
Did we check the oasis for sea monsters?
I don't think.
the
What if they only
oasis
come
is
out
like
at
a little
night?
pool. How is a
What if they only come out at night?
Oh,
shoot.
no.
That's the drunk talks you talk.
Could've been
She's
worse.
strong though. She's playing a song.
She doesn't know how to swim.
11.
You think she doesn't?
That's
Do you guys know
Alright.
that?
Let's go.
I feel
let's
like
go.
probably not. I never.
I haven't ever seen her swim. But maybe she just wanted to keep her hidden talent secret.
Until now.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like one of those situations where like you're a really talented singer, but you could never actually join choir because your dad wants you to play football?
It's just
Oh.
like that very specific scenario you came up with there.
Oh,
That
dude.
makes so
No,
much
I get it,
sense.
Sanbrynn.
Sanbrynn is like not here.
Just turn into her spot like,
Oh no.
yeah,
That's
Sanbrynn.
Sanbrynn. I get it.
Oh
I get
man,
it,
Sanbrynn,
Sanbrynn.
now we're really in it. But you guys, are some of you guys making your way out to follow Sanbrynn, or are you guys all just like talking about this at the
Well,
table?
we're still debating it, I think.
Okay,
I was
Sanbrynn,
down to.
you dive headfirst into the shallow water and
Oh,
feel your
God.
knees kind of scrape.
Headfirst into the shallow one. She just done broke her neck.
She kind of feels not headfirst, I guess, but like kind of dive position. Where if it did work, it would be a belly flop, but because it didn't work, you just kind of scrape your knees on the sand and then like face plant into the water,
Awesome
where
stuff.
Oh
you
my God.
sort of splutter
Oh yeah.
and doggy paddle out to shallow water.
Cats
It
can't doggy
feels
paddle,
kinda
everyone
nice.
knows that.
Yeah,
True.
Kitty paddle.
Kitty
You
paddle.
kitty paddle with your tail straight out of the water like kittens do when they get washed.
Shark.
Like yeah, super pointy little bumper car like tail.
Yeah.
And you are having a decent time paddling around until you realize that like you've slowly been getting farther and farther from the shore. And in like a flash of like sober thinking, you realize that your feet are no longer touching ground. And you have made your
Oh.
way to the middle of the oasis, and you are now panicking. So you start to flounder. Your head is still above water, but I'm gonna have you make another athletics check to get back
Oh,
to
just
shore.
doggy paddle back, bro.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh boy.
It's like a Looney Tunes character realizing they're floating and starts falling. Like, what are you talking about? You just got out there.
Not in this state of mind anymore. Oh, another one. You do not make it back to shore. You are getting closer, and then every now and then you out and paddle a little bit too quickly or too slowly and drift a little bit further. Eventually, your arms start to get tired,
Ooh.
and
Make a noise.
your tail is starting to droop. Is Sanbrynn talking to anyone? Is she calling out for help? She is now kind of panicked, even though drunk.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
you really want to die again, huh? That's crazy.
Sanbrynn, you get
No way.
more and more
Drowning
tired.
people don't tend to scream that much.
That's true. And you feel like the water start to go in your nostrils more. Make one last athletics check for me at disadvantage.
Oh my god, Sanbryn's actually in trouble.
Meanwhile, Dale was actually going to go out, though, so
Yeah.
I was,
simultaneously,
Yeah, I
can
was
that be
gonna go
starting to
out and
happen?
check.
Yeah, Deo, as you're kind of stumbling out, you see Sanbrynn kind of doggy paddling
follow.
towards the
Okay,
shore.
okay, 14.
Hunwut, you also do. Deo, you're super drunk, so you're seeing double. You think you see
wait a
Sanbrynn
second.
stop paddling, and you assume she's
Wait
asleep.
a second.
Is that
But
Sanbrynn out there?
you guys see
Dang,
Sanbrynn
you
starting
guys are
to
wasted.
get tired.
Jens came out too, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go,
Yes. I'll run over to
Okay.
Sanbrynn.
you guys run over, and Sanbrynn, you've now got some water up in your nose. No damage done, but it causes you to cough, which kind of makes you dizzy. When the water
bite
is
more
kind of
water.
leaving your it's like dogs that are doggy paddling and like puke up water after they're
Yeah.
done because they just have swallowed so much. Your mouth was
Mhm.
open, but you weren't making any noise, so you were just swallowing water. And at one point you were kind of like coughing, and you feel like a squeeze in your chest, and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna fucking vomit. And then you sort of cough up a very large quantity of water all at once. And when you blink up and like look upwards after the days of the puke has kind of left your body, you see Iman standing over you,
Oh,
Um,
fuck.
and tapping its wrist. But then as you're kind of glancing up and recovering from, like, you're wiping your mouth, you see a crossbow bolt strike through the skull head, and Iman falls at your feet. And
Huh?
Ruby kind of waves from a distance. And
She can reach you from all the way out here?
Hmm.
Dang,
I
shout out Ruby.
wave at her, and
she's fades out of sight, but yeah.
the
Interesting.
fuck is
And I think
Sanbryn's
that's
reaction.
Yeah, you say the fuck out loud, and everybody else is like, "What? You were drowning."
Ruby?
Wubby.
Roo.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
I guess I told them what I just saw.
Did you get saved yet? Does that happen?
Or
No, this all is happening in the water.
No, that was happening when she was recovering from being
Oh,
pulled
so
out.
she's been pulled out.
Yeah, you guys are
Oh.
on the shore.
Okay.
Okay, all right, cool. In my head, she just passed out in the water, and we're just like standing on the side doing.
Oh, no. You guys were dragging her out in the process. You kind of passed out for a second. Back to.
Okay. Hey, Sanbrynn, you know you can't swim, right? You know you're a cat?
yes. Meow.
Meow.
I like when you do that. It's a good kitty.
All right, kitty. We should get back inside the bar before,
Yeah.
before the hot waiter thinks we just ran out on our tab.
That's
You
a
all
good
ran
point.
out?
That's a really good point. We should go pair tab.
You guys hobble back towards the tiki hut. Guntentog, give me one more charisma check for the end of the date.
Oh,
you guys
one
do
more
that
wrist
again.
check.
Okay. One of the things I want to do is okay. Well, I'll do the charisma first because this will
Charisma.
make or break it.
We'll see what you're gonna do. So like,
Oh,
no.
he is not the Rizzler, bro.
Oh, it's gonna
That's a
break
shame.
it.
no.
Dang.
Alright.
Couldn't close it
How do you
out.
fuck it up?
Dude,
Couldn't close it
That's
out.
tough, man.
blown
Oh, I was
save,
trying.
man.
I was trying to be neat, and I was gonna wish up my mage hand and have it pour the drink
Oh.
into my mouth.
Yeah, you were looking through your character sheet, right? You were trying to like.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was his
what-
move he came up with. He
Yeah.
must have.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't let you do that. I just kind of gave the choice. Go ahead. What are you trying to do? Trying to like impress her with
I
your
said, yeah.
magic
I was.
skills?
Well,
Yeah.
I want to
Check this shit out.
I know. I was just
Yeah.
like, it wants to see something
Okay.
neat. I've been practicing spells for a little bit.
Yeah,
Want to
no
see something cool?
hands.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
There you go. You can't fumble through both of these back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Back to back.
Okay, well that's supposed to be 11.
Oh, it's a +1.
Yeah.
Okay,
11.
well, 11
Alright.
is something.
She kind of like chuckles and she says, "Is that all the spells you know?"
No. It's the only spells that won't cause this place to shatter and break.
Her eyebrows kind of raise at that, and she sort of leans in, intrigued. She says, "What kind of magic can you do?"
I snipe.
I
No.
sniped a random person.
And then, with the spray of shards, like 5 other random people.
If you come
hit
outside, I
Ookiyo.
can show you something that's one of my personal favorites.
If you what?
Come outside.
If you come outside with me, I can show you one of my personal favorites. Wanna come?
Make a persuasion check.
Advantage?
Yeah, you were successful
wanna see it.
technically.
And she does want. She was so interested.
And she did
Oh,
like
thank goodness. for
ask about more powerful spells and
Mm-hmm.
all that.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Um,
go.
She kind of glances at your hands and the mage hand, and she says, "All right, we can get out of here. You good paying the tab?"
Yeah, I got you. I can do
The
it.
waiter, the bartender comes over and deposits your tab on the table. It ends up being less than a gold. It's about 90 silver.
Bro, it's crazy how things in this world are literally free, man. That's awesome.
We're also
Oh,
like
it is
thieves,
free
and we
if
rob
you
a
don't
bunch
pay
of
for it,
people.
too.
Yeah.
But
All right.
it's a total of 9 silver. So
Okay, I pay the silver.
she takes it and cashes your tab in, and then Willa kind of leads you outside. It's quiet. You can hear some of the desert crickets and stuff that are hiding in the foliage, but moon is bright. Nobody's kind of out here. There's a couple of chairs set out on the deck.
Right. Oh my, that's right. Some of you guys are still in the Oasis, right?
No, I'll go back inside.
No,
Yeah,
we
they
came
made their way
back.
back.
They already
They kind
left
of,
and shit.
you guys
How far
passed
away- how
him right
far-
before he headed out and gave him a thumbs up on the way out or something. You see Guntentog get up from the counter with Willa and head towards the door.
Oh god, his ass just called him audible.
Alright. I'll
How,
cast guidance on him if I can rub his shoulder against mine.
Oh, for sure, for sure. As you go through the door, you kind of like elbow him.
Okay. I say hello. You know. Hey guys, and I keep walking with her. And is there anybody at the Oasis right now? How close is the Oasis from where we are?
It's decently close. It exists right on the shore of it, so you could probably get there in like 2 minutes walk down the stairs.
Okay. Tell her to follow me, and when we get to the edge of the Oasis, is there anybody in it?
Enough that you can see.
Okay. All right. I roll up my sleeves, and hopefully I can do this. Little pink magic comes out of my hands, and I'll I'll summon Agnazar's Scorcher right above the Oasis.
city on fire.
And I aim it upward. I'm assuming there's no trees around because we're around an oasis, right?
There's a couple of palm trees, but they're on the opposite side of where you're standing, so nothing directly
Okay.
above you.
And I say to her, check this out. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
I don't have to
Third
aim it.
level, baby.
Then I send out Agnazar's Scorcher, this beautiful roaring flame, 30 feet up into the air, 5 feet
Oh
wide.
Jesus, that's kind of crazy to whip that out.
Make sure she's impressed.
The scales on her face kind of light up with the flash, and she opens her mouth wide in a pretty big smile. She's like, "Oh shit, you're like, you're like actually a magic user."
Yeah. Do you like
Huh.
magic?
That's crazy.
You like magic?
You like magic?
She's like, do you have your spell book on you all the time, or?
She's
Yeah,
gonna
I keep.
dunk you.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
No, just
Wait,
how
did she
you.
have
Yeah,
a
pretty
an
much.
art
It's
cooler with her?
under lock and key.
Well, cool. Regardless.
Well, without the spell book, I'm just a dude. Besides
You don't
the ones
remember some of the
besides the
spells?
ones I memorize, I don't got much else.
Eh.
And memorization is hard.
So real.
He says memorization's all I got for mine. That's why I got so. Just oral
Oh,
tradition.
you got magic too? Show me.
Yeah,
I'm
just
kind of curious as well. I perk up. What you got?
I don't have anything like that. She kind of focuses for a moment, and you see all of the windows and shutters on the tiki bar fling open and let the breeze through. She kind of says, "I just got little shit like that." You guys all see all of the shutters open, and there's now like a nice breeze coming in through.
What the hell?
the windows.
Is that one of you guys?
Prestidigitation?
Hey,
Yeah, those of you who cast
Individual.
magic, you're pretty aware that it is. What is happening?
Sorry.
well,
What the
well,
fuck?
Jesus.
What did that sound like?
Are we in the blender? Sounded like you shoved us in a back pocket.
Are we good now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
good now.
Okay, all right.
And the last thing I say to her before this goes, I say it's the little things that make the world a better place.
Now he's a philosopher's stone.
That's Riz right
She
there.
kind of laughs. Make one last charisma check with advantage.
Roll for Riz.
Oh wait,
Advantage though. Let's see it.
is my charisma one? Yeah, it is.
That's where you dropped the nat 20 on her, right on her fucking forehead.
I know, dude.
Yeesh.
What? If I can type? I can't type.
He can't type. Roll 20 plus 1. Yes, sir. Nope. Still need the space, King.
Oh, I'm trying to think
Oh my
what's wrong with it. Couldn't close it out.
Dude, not a closer, man.
But you got the guidance, right?
Oh,
She kind of crosses her arms
that's
and
right.
says, "Well, thank you for a nice night. I appreciate
Wait,
it."
what about the guidance? What if the save is
Nope.
10? He's over the
13.
line. Cross the
Just
threshold.
13. Oh.
Yeah,
She kind of
well,
I don't
smiles
think
and she says, if you're coming back by when you come back from my alley, give me a ring. We can do this again sometime."
Yeah, sounds good.
She kind of like holds her hand out for like a handshake, kind
Okay.
of. But then kind of like realizes that it's probably better to do a hug and like goes for the hug instead.
Okay.
Not the worst, not the best, King.
Nope. All
It
right,
could
see
have
you
gone a
around.
lot worse.
It definitely could have gone
I'll
a
be
lot
back-
worse.
I'll be back around. I'm leaving town around 10.
The handshake pump fake hurts a little bit, but you know, it could have gone worse.
A lot of things could have happened.
She kind of disappears off into the night next to the oasis. She starts off on a little path, and you see eventually what looks to be a joint or a cigarette light up as she walks along the path. Don't know what she's smoking, but she's smoking something. And
you don't
leads you
smoke.
to-
Yeah, I don't smoke.
It's gonna be a problem.
yeah. Leads you guys. I guess it leaves Guntentog to go back in, which I think is a good place to pick up next week. Just because we are.
Oh wow,
getting
it's
close to-
12:17 already.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy. So fun little session, cute
Yeah.
little travel day. You guys managed to start out on the first few steps of Ovkar, and then spent a little bit of time begging Elliot to let you. Well, not begging. He offered to let you drive the horse.
Yeah, you put that shit in
Um,
gear.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you caught up a little bit of time with a light canter.
Hunwut definitely whipped it out.
Hunwut.
I whipped it
Nice.
out.
He whipped
Yes.
something else, bro.
Yeah,
whipped it
Hunwut
out.
I had-
whipped something out,
I had the scepter out proudly. You know what I'm saying? It's.
and he made
I
you.
can't
sit
believe
next
you
to
did
him.
that, bro.
Crazy.
Why?
Yo, man's got to do what a man's got to do, or whatever.
You gotta
Um,
scepter it when you need to.
Oh my god.
Elliot said that you guys were going to stop at a oasis that he knew from his travels prior, just a small kind of tourist trap area on this trail. Managed to get in there. Elliot purchased you guys a room. The rest of you guys decided to go for a swim, minus Sanbrynn, who was not fucking with the water for the first half. During the swim, Jens was able to spot a shiny piece of metal from a distance that looked like a window to some kind of indescribable landmass floating island situation. When pulled to different magic users, they were able to see it, but when shown to somebody who doesn't use magic, it appeared to just be a regular mirror. Decided to take that to the shaman, who his real name is Myrtle. She is just kind of the crazy lady of the town that has been deemed the shaman for not a whole lot of reason. She's a bit crazy and a bit alcoholic, but she is at least willing
shaman.
to take a look at what you guys have and
She
best
is a
inform you.
shaman.
She lets you know that it's likely solid gold or leaf, and that it is fairly old, and that the growths on it were not in fact rust, but some kind of algae or barnacle growth from a saltwater ocean. So the damage had been done prior, and it had been burned. After that, you guys decided to oh no, you had asked the locals prior to help you guys out with procuring the mirror from the floor of the oasis. And in doing so, met Willa and Chandri, who both are just dragonborn women that were swimming that day. One of them took a liking to Guntentog, Willa, and Guntentog managed to successfully ask her out on a date. You guys went back to freshen up a bit, chat with Elliot, and then head back to the tiki joint, where a lot of you guys got a souvenir boot from the tabaxi waitress that was helping you guys out, and got extraordinarily drunk. Hunwut having to kind of wrangle Deo. Sanbrynn decides she wants for a swim. Guntentog's date goes all right for the most part. He buys a few drinks. They get decently tipsy, but nothing too crazy. And then after showing a bit of Guntentog's magic to Willa, you guys parted ways outside with a promise to meet back up if you were back in town. And from there, I think that's about all we went through. Am I missing any big anything?
No, it sounds about
Crazy.
right.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right.
Yeah, some good little character development moments. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. But we'll be back for next week, hopefully, if I'm back from the tournament that I agreed to go to.
Oh,
Sorry,
there's a
I was
tournament
muted.
next-
What'd you do?
I
There's
was
a
gonna say
tournament next
it.
week?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, mirror.
Oh, I was gonna say it's worth noting that I don't think I missed it. That Sanbrynn almost died, and then they got saved by
Oh,
Ruby, and
Yes,
or
duh.
saved in the dream by. Yeah.
Yes. I did skip over that for some reason in my notes. I don't have
Saved in the
I'm
dream or
gonna
saved
jump
in
that
real
up.
life.
Yeah. Somehow
Yeah.
was saved by Ruby from a vision of Iman, whether through dream or just appearing due to your special bond with Iman. But
Saved in real life by Jens.
yeah, saved in
think.
real life. Yeah, yanked
Mhm.
him to shore, or yanked Sanbrynn to shore, not himself. And you guys made your way back to pay your tab in the tiki bar. But yes, Sanbrynn got super drunk, tried to go for a swim. And I think that does it.
Also, Guntentog busted out an Agonizer Scorcher, which was sick. But
Yeah, they were practicing
Yeah.
magic outside. Yeah, Agonizer Scorcher was really makes for a really cool image in my head. Just like a giant jet of flame directly up into the air.
Above the
Mhm.
oasis too, it's a beautiful scene.
Yeah, the water
Yeah.
reflecting back the bright, like fucking orange of a fire-based spell.
And then still kind of fucked up the Riz check after that.
Yeah, I know,
I
crazy
know.
work. After giving him
Still
advantage.
fumbled it after.
I know that was all chance, man.
He really he tried to stunt and dropped it on the goal line. It's just a sad
It's
Yeah.
sight.
alright. Yeah.
Uh,
The stunt was a
I-
failure, but it was
I
worth a
pulled
shot.
the Harry
Should've gone
Hail
for the
Mary
ice
and I
knife.
tripped at the
He did exactly.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones did, man. You just ate shit on the
Oh
breakaway
yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broke away for a 70-something yard
Oh,
run.
Guntentog
Tripped
and
at the
Ookiyo.
20-yard line.
Guntentog and Ookiyo
What?
were revealed to be the best swimmers of the group.
Yeah.
Had a little contest between themselves as to who could go faster. Not official or anything, but Ookiyo and Guntentog both are pretty fast. Ookiyo slightly more so this day.
Burb.
But
Burb.
I
So
think that's everything. I think we covered it.
there's a tournament going on next week.
For the high
High
school.
school.
Ah, okay, got it.
Yeah.